Can't see the poll.
There we go. Start again.
Well, João Felix says, James, when I catch you. I did not hit the live button. It's not my fault. I see why people are confused by the poll now.
Yeah.
Still, you're all miserable. What are you getting on to us for? Anyway.
Well, welcome the YouTube audience anyway.
We're live now, we're live.
Fantastic. 60% have said Fury. Sorry. You can't.
Don't set him off.
There's
9 minutes from kick-off.
Listen, everyone's got their opinion.
Yeah,
Opinions are like what?
The rant he wants to go on will take us all the way out to kick-off. So.
There's no need for that. All right, let's go over to you two now. Eddie's injured, so he doesn't lead the line. It's an opportunity for Trossard.
You're ecstatic about it, aren't you?
He's asked you a question, mate. Your guy's not
He's
leading the
injured.
line.
He's injured.
Get well soon.
No, listen, everyone, well, not everyone, there's a certain section of the fan base that, you know what I mean, want Eddie out and want Trossard in, so tonight they get their wish. Listen, I hope Trossard does well and scores. However, I maintain that the number 9 is a specialist role, and I think Eddie's more suited that role than Trossard with, and I'm pretty sure that if Eddie had been fit tonight, the manager would have played him.
Yeah, I think he'd have stuck with him. Look at the rest of the 11, I think he was doubling down.
Absolutely, and when I say these things, people get somewhat confused. I'm not saying that Eddie is a better footballer than Trossard. In fact, the reverse is the case. Trossard is a better footballer than Eddie. Let me just make that clear. Technically, he's more gifted, he's a better player. However, the number 9 is a specialist role, and I think Eddie's physical attributes lend him to that role better than Trossard would. But Trossard's got the gig tonight. Let's hope he comes in and does his thing.
Yeah, I've got my wish Turkish. Trossard leading the line, false 9. I think Saka and Mate benefit from that more. But the one time he had started in that position was the home game against Fulham. He didn't do it then.
Started at home against PSV as well. He did it then.
On the left, but yes.
Oh yeah, on the left. Listen, I mean, a lot of people are now debating whether Trossard's greater impact comes off the bench. And I think he's shown both. I think he's shown us he can start games. Let's not forget he's the one that benched Eddie in February and remained our striker up until Jesus came back in. So he's shown that he can start games and he's shown that he can come off the bench at games. I think it's a blessing to have a player like that.
Yeah.
And like Laurie said,
agree.
in terms of footballers and what they bring, behind Jesus, the 3 names we've got is Trossard, Eddie and Havertz. And I think far and away Trossard is the best player of the lot. Now, you said you've got your wish, Trossard. There's no way I can get my wish today because we should have bought another striker in the summer.
Yeah.
That was my wish, to have another striker available if Jesus was out.
Fair enough. Let's just remind everyone of the situation tonight. Arsenal are top with 6 points. Lens second on 5. Sevilla third on 2. PSV fourth on 2. PSV host Lens. So I believe, well, if Arsenal win, they go to 9 points. That just blows Sevilla out the water. Fine, we'd be 7 clear of them. Then if Lens draw, they go to 6. So they could still catch us if they beat us at the Emirates. If they beat PSV, then basically qualification is confirmed. But just looking here, actually, if PSV go to... Yeah, okay, so if PSV draw with Lens, it's not completely confirmed yet, but it would be all but.
All but, yeah, we'd have to lose the
We
last
need to
couple of
make
games.
all that redundant and beat Seville.
And we'd have to lose the last couple of games. And what does it come down to? Head-to-heads now instead of goal difference?
Yeah.
Head-to-head, we beat PSV 4-0, so unless they better that... If
That's
they
a really good
get
point.
a point today, that's 3 points.
So actually we want a PSV Lens draw, really.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah.
That pretty much guarantees first.
Yeah, very true, very true. The other games tonight, we know Man United are playing. Let's just have a little look. Man United are away to... Where is it? Why is Google so difficult?
Copenhagen.
Yeah, they're away to Copenhagen tonight. We'll be keeping an eye on that as well. Will your watch be buzzing for the...
No, I didn't charge it.
No?
It's there for fashion today.
See how often I do that too. People go, nice watch. Oh, it doesn't work. Salzburg, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich, Galatasaray, Arsenal, Sevilla, which of course we'll be covering, PSV, Lens, and Real Madrid versus Braga. And unfortunately, I hate to do it, but we've got to do it. It's the Kai Havertz chat. We can end the poll, by the way. Let's not embarrass Laurie much longer. Fury's winning it. Although it's actually swung the other way.
There's an old Roger Mayweather quote that I could use. You're familiar with it, but I won't say anything right now. Let's concentrate on Arsenal's smoking Seville, because that's what should happen tonight.
Yeah, what's the score prediction?
At least 2 clear goals.
You like that one, isn't it? What's the score prediction?
2-0.
Thing is,
At
he
least.
says by 2 clear goals. If we win 6-4, I told you! 6-4!
By 2 clear goals.
At least. Listen, let's have it right. Sevilla are not very good, bro. They're an ageing team. I think.
They're an experienced one.
Experience.
They've got to
but
get someone here if they've got
They're
a
not
chance.
having a good season, James. I think, where are they? 15th in La Liga. I think they've won 2 games out of 11 in their domestic league. They've not won a game in the Champions League group so far. We're at home. We should get the job done. I mean, I'm a bit like Turkish when it comes to things like this. We should stop saying, oh, you know, this. Let's beat these guys, man.
Yeah.
We need a win. We've lost our last 2. Let's get it right tonight. And, you know,
Keep it
your
moving.
man's up front, so you know, he should get a hat trick.
Don't start this on this stream. If he misses a chance, don't turn to me. Because listen, I support all Arsenal players. It's just that in certain positions we've lacked depth.
I would just say though, and I think it was Christian, and listen, I've got no of what you said, talking about a conundrum. That doesn't apply to the goalkeeping situation anymore, does it? Because if Raya can keep his place after what he did last week, then to me that argument's done.
That was going to be my
Raya
next
is the number
question.
1 keeper, that's it.
But we've kind of known for a while that Raya is number 1, and we learned that probably a few weeks ago. What we have also learned, though, really going into tonight, is Raya can make pretty much as many mistakes as he wants because he's going to persist with them.
Well, this is it.
I said it on the starting 11 that does he have to make mistakes that end? Okay, maybe against Newcastle he did because his position on the cross was pretty dreadful. But there's an argument to say, all right, he's pointing at Ben White and then he's not in position and then it's not his fault necessarily. But the City game where he could have given 2 goals away, the Alvarez one especially, if they did end up in goals, would Raya have been dropped and Ramsdale would have come in? So what?
The Chelsea,
Does he have,
the Chelsea
the
one as
Chelsea
well.
one,
Yeah.
but there's an argument for that. You know, you've seen keepers, that can happen to a keeper.
Yeah.
You're not expecting a cross, you're not expecting a shot to go in the top corner. So
Yeah.
there's arguments for those ones, but it's like, what does he have to do wrong to be dropped? Which isn't the conversation we should be having.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be having. When Ramsdale replaced Leno, we weren't having these conversations because there was no conversation. He was clearly a better keeper, and it was put to bed, and Leno went on to leave. So.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Hopefully Raya improves tonight on that mistake at Newcastle. Let's go to Frank at the information station. Frank, introduce yourself, as always, the Frank, and give us the starting 11 for Arsenal today as well.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome along to the information station, guys. The Frank has come back. Excited for this game. Obviously, there's only one real big change in this lineup from the previous game, and I'm quite happy about it. Obviously, Leandro Trossard starts up top, but before I get into that, I'll just give you the whole lineup. In goal, we've got David Raya. Shock. Our back 4 consists of Benjamin White, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes and Takahiro Tomiyasu. We've got a midfield 3 of Kai Havertz, Jorginho and Declan Rice. Then up top, Starboy Bukayo Saka. On the left, we've got Gabriel Martinelli. And like I said, up top, we have Leandro Trossard. Of course, speedy recovery to Eddie Nketiah. I'm hoping it's nothing too serious, but I am really excited to see Leandro Trossard finally get a start. Now, hopefully he can get a goal. Just before we get into kickoff, because we're just about to kick off, we've got some facts ahead of the game. Sevilla have won just one of their 11 away games against English sides in all European competition, last beating Manchester United 2-1 in the 27-18 Champions League round of 16. We haven't lost a home game in the group stages of the competition since September 2015 versus Olympiacos. And we've only failed to score in one of our last 26 Champions League matches, a 2-0 home loss to Barcelona in 2015-16 round of 16. So the odds are definitely in our favour. As for a prediction, I'm going for 2-1 Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.
And the Sevilla lineup.
Have they weakened?
Who? Well, yeah, I wonder, because here's a Sevilla lineup. Dimitrovic, who didn't start in the home game. Sanchez at right back, Bade, Gudelj and Salas in the back 4. Jordan and Fernando with Pedrosa, So, Lamela behind En-Nesyri. Players who we definitely saw in the last game: Ocampos, Rakitic, Luka Bacchio, Nianzou on the bench, good young defender. Navas at right back. We've kicked off. Oliver Torres, Sumare all on the bench as well. Sergio Ramos not available. So
No Acuna either.
He's injured. And Luka Bacchio's on the bench as well,
Yeah.
isn't it? So they basically rotated for this game.
do you think they maybe just think we're not going to make it? So let's
Straight away.
Martinelli, great run. He's won a corner for Arsenal.
I don't think a team can ever think like that in the Champions League. There's no way.
They'd want the Europa League spot. Maybe it's because they've been so shit this season that the manager just said, you know what, fuck it, you lot get on the bench and you lot get out there.
I wonder.
That's probably more reason, because I don't see them going light in this for a weekend game.
Unless, I mean, look, I'm no expert on these players, unless they think will...
2 wins all season is quite damning.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
2 draws back to back.
They're going to care more about
Ball in the box
survival
from
soon.
Martinelli to the back.
Oh my God!
Not even on target.
We didn't finish the Havertz debate, and
We didn't even start it.
I'm very happy I didn't nail my colours to the mast for Kai
can't
Havertz.
believe
He's
it.
just had a ball to the back post.
That is
He's
awful, man.
open, completely open.
Do
and
something with that.
It's off target. That should
My guy.
never be off
My
target.
guy.
No, but he's.
That's
gotta
like
put
a
in
guy
lot of
learning
effort.
how to header the ball, what he just done. But don't worry, he'll nearly get a red card and we'll love the heart. We'll love
And he's
the
in the
heart.
team for his height and like physicality. So you'd
Yeah,
expect
resilient as
genuinely, he's in there for that side of the game as well.
That's a
But,
sitter.
yeah.
That's actually
Yeah,
a
it
sitter.
is.
I'm lost for words.
That's like when your dad takes you to the park when you're like 5 years old and you've got to head it back to
Yeah.
him.
Let's be positive. It's early. He's not warm. He's not warm. Let's go, Kai. Let's go.
That's
He's
a
not
second-
warm. It's early.
That's his second sitter. The Man United one coupled up with that. Listen, the compilation's coming.
He needs to
I
redeem
think
himself.
what was almost criminal about that is that he didn't even get it on target.
Yeah.
He is
He
no.
fluffed it. I'd rather he like crashed it onto the bar or head it straight
Head
at
it
the
over.
keeper.
Something.
Like I'd rather he like was under pressure to get on target and got it straight at the keeper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything.
He missed it.
If he
But you
headed,
know what
if
I'm
he
gonna
headed it
say?
over but towards the keeper, that would have been better. He's headed it like a
At the
defensive
very,
header.
yeah, at the very
In his
least.
defence, I'm just going to say that exemplifies a player with a total lack of confidence.
Is that
to not even
confidence or
get that
quality?
on target.
Is it confidence or quality?
That's a good question.
It's a
No,
bit
but he
both.
must be
I'll
better
be
than that.
honest,
He must be.
For me, that's quality, man. That's just
I
not
think
good
so.
enough.
Why hasn't he got confidence? Everyone's been bigging him up since Newcastle.
Thank you, Christian. How do we quantify confidence?
And the thing about that,
Go on, Dick.
a big part of the stadium tonight will be going, all right, he was all right against Newcastle.
Yeah.
You know, let's see what he's
He
got
should be
tonight.
getting
And
some
in
support,
1
yeah.
minute in, he does that.
But we say he's been all right. Has he had a good game? If we're being honest, has he had a?
Well, if you're
what I
talking
could
about
call a good
confidence,
game?
you can gauge it, right?
Yeah.
Like a bar or whatever it is. Like how full that. Surely after the Newcastle game, his confidence would have been up a bit. Like he put in a fight. If he looks at what people say about him online, it would have been more positive
More
than
positive, much more.
other performances. It's a shame.
And the
man.
thing is, Ben
1
White
minute in.
actually protected him well there. If you watch the replay
Yeah.
when it comes, Ben White made sure no defenders
Yeah.
getting near him, so there's nothing to worry about. Just get your fucking head on the ball.
I wonder if they worked on
Could
that.
have
I
even
wonder
brought
if
it
they
down. He had so much
Yeah.
time.
Like Nick said, it's early, so
It's early. It's 1 minute in. Don't worry about it. We're creating chances.
It's a
That's
good
the
sign, yeah.
Well, Arsenal have made a bright start. They're moving the ball quickly. Some really nice touches from Jorginho early on. Defenders sweeping up, doing their thing. Let's hope-
Jorginho's an interesting one, isn't he? I mean, I was chatting
is it?
to someone today.
Keep
Right,
going,
Ellie
keep
in
going.
behind. Slightly overhit from Gabriel. Unlucky.
Jorginho's flaws are not his fault. Like, he can't make himself a rapid box-to-box, powerful midfielder. He just can't do that.
No,
he
but-
hit the gym, he can get a bit bigger, a bit stronger, but there's not a lot he can do about that. So
It's his
when-
agility that's the biggest problem, I think, because
What's that?
it's his agility. When he receives the ball, he never wants to receive it on the half turn. He has to bounce it back and turn independently of the ball.
Maybe, but I don't think that's been a problem. Like against Newcastle, Jorginho did everything I would have hoped he could do.
Yeah, I
in
thought
that
he was
game.
good against
He was
Newcastle.
fine.
But my point was more a general one, which is that if you recall, when we bought Jorginho in, a lot of people, myself included, saw it as a bit of a stopgap to get us through the season because we had injuries. Now it's transpired, this man's still here, and not only that, he's captain. Been captain now for a couple of games. So.
There's a couple of points that play into that, though, right? This is where some people complain that our owners don't spend money. They do spend money, but we're not super active in the transfer market in terms of moving people out very quickly. We are terrible at selling players and moving players on unless they're leaving for free. We pay them out their contract. And the person that was, before we got Rice, the starting DM, can't keep himself fit. And so there's a couple of moving parts to that.
Yeah.
You know, because Partey, what we want to have is Rice and Partey, and they both are can be top class on their day, but Partey can't seem to stay fit.
I don't think we'll ever see them start in midfield together for Arsenal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's very unlikely.
We saw it for what, 10 minutes against City? That was it.
You see the amount he's paying Rice in that 6 tells me, in that 8 recently, tells me that maybe he really did see a world in which Partey, Rice, Erdegaard would be the midfield 3. And to be deprived of that is so annoying. Not just of one, but of both. Like Erdegaard and Partey.
Yeah,
So frustrating. That for me,
that's the team.
For me, second to City, but not that far behind the best midfield in the league.
It's going under the radar how much other teams are complaining about injury crisis, and we do have serious injury problems. We've got a lot of players out, 5 or 6 players that would be starting 11 players.
If
they're out.
If Odegaard was fit tonight, do you think the midfield would be Rice, Jorginho, Odegaard, or Rice, Havertz, Odegaard?
I think Odegaard would have come in for Havertz. I think if he were fit. Yeah.
Okay.
But who the hell?
So yeah, you're right. So Rice definitely playing that 8.
Yeah. Jorginho with the armband as well still looks.
I've long heard Mikel Arteta talk about his leadership qualities. So I must say I'm not surprised personally.
Wow, United have taken the lead inside 3 minutes.
He only scores in the
Copenhagen.
Champions League.
It's Højlund.
Yeah, he's top scorer now in the Champions League, isn't he?
Yeah, 4th.
I'll tell you who need big performances, Saka and Martinelli, because while I thought Martinelli especially, he did have a real go at Newcastle.
Jorginho's just giving it away.
Jorginho's giving it away. Come on, I was just picking you up.
Yeah, there was a lot of huff and puff by
Well done.
Martinelli, but he didn't actually produce.
He's got.
Here we go.
Come on,
Opened up for
Bukayo.
Arsenal. Bukayo Saka, one of the players I said needs to pick up. Performances haven't been the best.
This is where
What
Odegaard's
can he
missing,
do?
man.
Oh,
Goes
that's
around
good,
the outside,
Sean.
that's nearly good. At least he's taking him on. Good to see. Back into White. Oh,
Ref.
that's a foul. Ref.
Thank you.
From Goodell, goal scorer in Seville about 3-4 weeks ago, whenever it was.
Yeah, Christian, you're right. That's where he needs a central
maybe 2
midfielder
weeks ago.
to bounce the ball off and create
2
something.
weeks
But
ago.
Every time Saka gets the ball, cuts back, Odegaard's there to bounce
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Whereas Havertz was kind of drifting into a 9 space. I
Yeah.
don't even know.
Free kick for Arsenal. Second set piece. They nearly scored from the first. Very unlucky, Kai Havertz.
See if he can get his head on this.
I wanted that Turkish look.
if I buy you a Kai Havertz shirt for your birthday, will you wear it at least or no?
Nah, bro, man, don't really people like that, man.
It's Bukayo Saka. Standing over this.
Go on, Kai.
It looks like we've got a set. All our big boys are
John
standing
Love,
offside.
I'd love it if Kai Havertz pulled off like a scorpion kick and just made the difficult
Nah,
one.
it's
got to get on
it's
side
difficult.
first.
People say it's a fluke and it was an accident. They wouldn't even give it to him.
That's true, actually.
He's getting his head on this. Here he is.
Into the box.
Oh, nearly.
Oh, that is another chance.
Saliba.
Offside.
They got in each other's way.
Gabriel took it off Saliba. Let's go to information station. He sails an offside, Frank.
Yeah, so there's been a whistle at least. I think it's offside, but I don't actually believe it's Gabriel
Oh,
who's
he's taken off
offside.
Saliba's head,
I think
man.
it's William Saliba that's offside, but obviously the intention to go and play for the ball from Saliba it causes the offside, of course.
Fair enough. Trossard pressing.
Nice.
Look at that. And it's a throw-in for Sevilla.
Yeah.
0-0 after 8 minutes. Should be 1.
I think we've already seen a team that looks 15th in their league. Like, they just look like they're happy to just camp in their half, see what happens, maybe get a set piece somewhere.
I
But
must admit, I
Yeah,
do
I
like
do
their
jinx.
streak though. I like the shirt.
You got the shirt. you
I'll
do.
give them, I'll give them good marks for attire. That's about it. But I do agree with you. They don't look very
Yeah,
good. I know
yeah.
it's early days, but already they're just camped in their own half, aren't they?
Oh God, I've been a part of these nights before, man.
oh yeah, 100%. So
Just
have I,
like, they don't look good.
No, yeah.
Matter of time. Final score: Arsenal 0, Sevilla 2.
but even Arsenal 0 Sevilla 0 will be a disaster.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, I
Saliba.
mean, if you're playing 15th in any league and we're playing them at home, we should be putting 2-3 goals past them, 100%.
That's a nice ball from
ball.
Jorginho.
Oh,
Well
Bukayo,
done.
that's
Another foul
Thank
on
you.
Bukayo
Sure they're
Saka.
booking now, yeah.
And the away performance was so comfortable.
card.
No.
No card. Second foul. There's
It's
two
early, isn't it?
times
It's
that
early.
Goodell's just come next to anywhere close to Saka and he's fouled him both times.
Nah, it's not
You
booking.
should file it, but in the next statement.
I will do. You're laughing, but I will do.
Go out to Rice. What? Oh,
There's a player there.
There was that guy there, waiting for it. Have a little trap. Arsenal settling into it nicely. Setting.
I'd love to show the possession stats. Must be about 80%
76%.
Not far off.
If we win this, I wonder if Ramsdale starts the last Champions League game in the group.
No, I think he's toast.
If we're through,
Yeah.
that would be the last hope for a minute.
But I don't even know if he rotates it because he's so stubborn.
Yeah.
Even if we're through, he'll play Saka for 90 minutes. He'll want a 3-0. He'll Do you know what I mean? He won't sacrifice any point.
There is merit in that, to
lose,
be honest.
Yeah, we'll lose because of the momentum and stuff. But sometimes we can end up losing games because he's so intense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like if you look at City last year, they picked up momentum from the Champions League.
Yeah.
Like they'll play on Wednesday, play on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and they'll be brilliant on Saturday because they won 4-0 or because they won 2-0 away.
But City, the difference between us and City is we get our second or third targets in the transfer market, generally speaking, rather than our first targets.
Well, it's starting to change a little bit.
It is a little bit. It's
got
true.
Timber.
It is.
Go on.
I think Timber's a massive miss.
Martinelli.
Yeah, 100%.
I love that.
Martinelli,
Go on,
great
Martinelli.
speed.
Play it.
Finds right.
Should have banged
Oh,
it.
lovely feet. Sets off a Trossard. Nearly. They couldn't get the shot away.
Someone's got to get a shot away there
That
for
was Rice.
sure.
Rice should have shot.
I think it's a communication issue.
It's your boy.
What do you think Eddie's doing there? Tell me.
Jorginho pressing.
Scores.
Sevilla play out of that really well.
That's a good
Credit to
press.
them. Trossard working hard.
Trossard's been
sent
is
him.
massively up the physical side of his game in recent weeks.
In terms of
Running
getting stuck
output, in terms of getting stuck in, even that's a blatant dive.
Silly foul.
Even he's not like a natural winger, but was it last Champions League game he played, or was it league game? And he was out wide doing step overs and beating people. And he's not someone you think of as a traditional winger that's going to run at someone and beat them with flair. But he was doing that a lot more. So I don't know if he's been working on something in the gym or if he's just in a feels like he's on a hot run of form. Not form because he hasn't played, but
I think he's been hot and cold this season.
yeah.
When he started a bit more cold, I think he's come on and made an impact.
Yeah.
And I think certain moments of brilliance have papered over how
Nice.
cold he's been at times, like the goal against Everton, goal in the Champions League against PSV. But I want to see more from him, man.
Martinelli's one on the fullback
Go
there
on.
around the outside.
I can't believe that
having a lot-
defender actually showed him the inside like that. Like he's got the pace to stop him.
We should absolutely smoke these lot.
100%.
No, that's not. No.
Foul for Sevilla. 12 minutes gone. Time's flying.
I've just checked as well. They've definitely got at least 5 players that are not first team regulars out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least 5.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because
an eye on
Acuna,
the-
I was impressed with him in the previous.
Yeah, he was a nightmare for Saka, to be fair. And Navas wasn't bad either. Both their wing backs were.
Navas, that's him there,
decent,
isn't it?
yeah.
Navas.
Oh, he's been around forever.
He's 36 or 37 now.
Playing for City about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I'll tell
37.
you what, when
37
City
now.
had Aguero, Negredo up front,
They had like 4
Navas on the
strikers at one
right,
point.
Nasri
Yeah.
on the left, or Silva on the left, whoever it was. Yeah, they played some good. Yeah, because they had Jovetic
They had
and Dzeko
Jovetic,
as well.
Dzeko, Negredo,
Yeah,
and
it was,
Aguero all at one time.
That's got to be a yellow now, surely.
That was his third
still not giving anything.
infraction. And the ref's only going to give me yellow for talking back and not even for the third foul. Like that's how
That
bad
was a
it
bit
is.
innocuous, some of that one. It was a foul, but it wasn't like
But they,
But you can give a yellow card for like the
Tilting
build
up.
up of fouls.
tilting up. Was it?
Yeah.
File it.
Free kick for Arsenal.
It's all getting
It looks like they're
filed,
going to
mate.
put this in the box.
Put it in the file, man.
I'm writing a letter. Don't
Go on
worry
Havertz's
about that.
head.
They're putting this in the box, Arsenal, from quite a distance. To
I was
be
going to say
fair.
it's quite far, isn't it? Yeah. That's
But I think they've actually got their heads on the last 2 set pieces.
That's true, yeah.
They're probably fancying Arsenal. Maybe it wasn't.
Oh, no, they played it
goes to
short.
Martinelli.
Turning back.
Trossard.
Have a go.
Oh, what are you
he
doing?
tripped
Under
on
his
it,
feet.
but was unlucky as Martinelli.
Gone with
Now
that.
we're
Get in the box.
That's right.
He does.
Not a great
Headed
cross.
out, but it was a little deep as well, that cross. Turkish, you said we should smoke these lot. What? Because the first 15 minutes you're not impressed by Sevilla.
And look at the amount of changes they've made.
Yeah.
And we're home. Like,
Yeah.
what other reasons do we need? This should be comfy. And it has been comfy so far. We just need to start, creating those chances.
And
Switch
getting
to
shots.
Tommy,
We
man.
did test the keeper as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
We're talking about our goalkeeper issues, but obviously, we see the Mudryk fluke and different things like that, whether you think it's a fluke or a shot, but at least he tested the keeper.
Yeah.
You've got to
Yeah,
test him, and ask the question. And, Newcastle went by, didn't really test the keeper. So we're having too many games go past where we've played great football in the midfield, but haven't actually tested the keeper really.
Yeah.
Another foul on Saka. That's great refereeing.
Oh,
There's about 3,000 there. Yeah, Granit
The last one was a
Xhaka
little
gets a
kick out.
double yellow for that, I reckon. There you go.
He's killing it
Yeah.
in the Bundesliga, isn't he?
Yeah, Michael Oliver will pull out yellow for that one, yellow
Yeah.
for that one, you're off. Oh, man.
Same set piece, different kicker this time, James. It's one for your tactical insight. Switch to Martinelli taking it instead of Saka.
Wow. You have to watch tomorrow's episode.
Oh, that's poor.
Or is there an offside or a
Martinelli's
foul?
been
think it's a
poor
push.
from set pieces for a while. I don't really like him on set pieces.
No, we haven't really got a good set
Yeah,
piece taker.
even on Saturday, I think Trossard, I counted 3 on the trot corners that
Yeah.
he just didn't
Not
get
beating
past the first man,
Yeah. Really poor.
which is not acceptable, really.
Playing out to the back, Sevilla, Arsenal putting pressure, and they go long. Can we sweep up here? William Saliba, well done. With Declan Rice.
That's what you
lovely
love to
touch.
see, Declan Rice. You just, whether he gets it or not, he just fills you with so much confidence,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
This is also their backup keeper.
Yeah.
Have Sevilla even been in our half?
Control that.
Well done, Saka. No, I don't think they have. This has been total domination.
The
Let's
kind
go.
of game where a goalkeeper could build confidence, maybe, dare I say.
Frank, give us the match stats, 16 minutes in.
Yeah, no worries.
I
So in
don't think
terms
they've
of the
been
ball
out.
possession, we're sat on 71% so far. Two shots in total. Still yet to have one on target. Obviously, Sevilla look to be playing a little bit rough. You know, they've already conceded 4 fouls, and I'm quite surprised that we've not seen a yellow card yet. Especially for that, I think he's on the left-hand side, the left back. I think it is. I've got him down as left centre back here from Nemanja Gugel. I shouldn't have even tried to pronounce that name. But yeah, I'm a bit surprised that they've not been given a yellow card yet.
I've
Yeah.
got a question for you, James.
Yep.
To all of you, if
a really nice
Sevilla
football.
were
That's
in the
brilliant.
Premier League,
Great
who would you
foul.
compare them
Thank
Saka.
you.
Sorry, say that again, sorry.
to? If they're in the Premier League,
There's got
who
to be
would
a
you
card
compare
here,
them
surely.
You say it 3 times.
Sevilla.
to? Yeah.
We're like Aston Villa or something.
Nah,
What?
they're not as good as Villa. No way.
You mean,
Maybe-
you mean,
maybe a
you mean,
couple of
you mean
years
the
ago.
club? I think he means this game or the club itself.
No, like the equivalent of where they would be in the Premier League.
based on
Sevilla.
what we're seeing here.
Yeah, we've seen them twice now.
Oh, well, over what we've seen now, but if you take years into
No, I'm talking about right now.
Matrix
Well,
says,
they're
stop it,
current
Laurie. Why are you
European-
trying to jinx it?
defending
No, what I'm
champions.
saying is, this team, Sevilla, what you've seen of them this game and the previous game, where do you think they'd be in the
That's
Premier
Aston
League?
Villa, and you've been shocked. I said, well, Aston Villa have won.
No, they're a better team than this lot.
Yeah, Villa at the moment are better than Sevilla, I'd say. But I mean,
They'd be more consistent, yeah. I wouldn't say
Sevilla are
better.
massive. They're a massive club. They've done a lot.
I think you're looking at Wolves, maybe.
It does feel like we are just talking a disaster into existence.
Come on.
Yeah, it's true.
Free kick. Saka stands
Smack
over
that.
it.
Oh, that is poor.
Poor effort.
Yeah,
Oh well.
it's not great. Not great at all.
Remember, everyone, download the AFTV Plus app, and you can have your say at full time. Win, lose, or
so
draw.
wide, man.
One thing that's
Arsenal
been
very
frustrating about us this season is we've played pretty one gear.
Yeah.
You know, last season we went through the gears. Whether we went a goal down and went through the gears, we went a goal up and went through the gears, we made subs and went through the gears. Everything's just been pretty one note, pretty flat
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah, I agree.
And whether we get a result or not, it just stays that way. And we do. It's almost looking like a dressing room that's lacking leaders. Do you know what I mean? There needs to be someone, or the leaders are not on the pitch, but there needs to be someone really, pulling the strings and driving the team. It looks like away from,
maybe-
the regular people.
Maybe the Xhaka conversation isn't had enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Who have we brought in instead? Who's replaced him this summer?
maybe not even about replacing, but he absolutely was a leader in the team. Like, I know he wasn't
Yeah.
captain anymore, but he pretty much was.
It's also
Like, on the pitch, he was our biggest leader last
but
year.
also
probably.
like longest serving, right? So
Yeah,
even if
yeah,
you
yeah.
replace him with like say a Declan Rice is focused on his, even though he's a leader and can be in the future, he's so focused on just getting his performance right because he still needs the club.
Yeah, that's true.
And not trying to just go in and be this.
leader.
leader.
And when you come in like that, what can you really say to people around you that have been there
Exactly,
longer?
yeah.
Doesn't matter how good you could be Kylian Mbappe, you still
Yeah.
can't
Nice. Well played.
say that to people that are already there.
Yeah,
Well done,
That's good
Rice.
from Declan Rice.
it is good. Yeah.
That was really good. Well, Declan Rice has come in and, in the last month or so, has been playing as the left of a midfield 3. So he's played the Xhaka role.
Ref.
And for me, he's
Ooh,
been
no
an
foul
upgrade there.
there.
Though Xhaka was brilliant last season, Rice has been immense in some really big games.
Yeah.
So it's about getting the other areas right, which I think we've got them in part in Ødegaard, if we can keep them fit. Now, Ødegaard, in fairness, is rarely injured, so I'm not onto him about it. It happens, fair enough. But there are serious questions about Partey's fitness
I said
and
this
on whether he's a viable long-term option.
Yeah, I mean, he's just not, is he? There's bigger question mark. I think that question is pretty straightforward that he's not. I think they're starting to go on question marks over Gabby Jesus and his ability to stay fit as well.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to have a similar conversation about Rice as we had with Xhaka the season before last, which is that he can play, but he needs to add goals to his game. And then when we had that conversation, Xhaka came through and had his highest goal scoring tally. But yeah, definitely, if Rice can just, and I know it's only November, but if he can add a few more goals to his game, I think that takes him to a whole nother level as a number 8.
Yep. And then a nice banner for Jose Antonio Reyes.
I think the
Tragically
intensity's
passed away
dropped in the
2019.
last 5 minutes or so
Yeah,
from us.
that's what I mean about just being flat.
The tempos.
That's the one, not the one difference I'd say between us and City. There's a lot of differences between us and City, but one of them is that they are way more relentless than us, that they will keep knocking at the door over and over and over and over.
Look at Declan Rice, man.
He's
He's unbelievable.
PSV have taken the lead against Lens.
PSV won up against Lens. Got some more details on that, Frank?
Yep, we can. So the goal scorer is Luke de Jong with the goal. And in terms of how that leaves the table, of course, we're top of our group, 7 points. Sevilla, I didn't actually know that, 3 points right at the bottom. And as it stands, purely off of goal difference, PSV are still on a -3 goal difference. So at the moment, the top two are us and Lens.
Okay. Fair enough. PSV get the opportunity to, I believe, go above Lens if it's...
There's no way.
What's going on here? They're giving a throw.
They're giving a throw to Sevilla, and I don't know how. He's clearly just picked it off the... Let's see it again, just in case. Yeah, that's a terrible decision. That's an awful
I can't
decision.
believe
Wow.
they gave that.
Awful
It's got to
decision.
go in the file as well. That is.
You keep saying this, but what,
No, it's got to go in there.
should we not talk about it if we get decisions against us?
I'd say put it in the file.
It's going in. This is live recorded, Laurie. It's on the file. It's on file.
Trossard getting the talking to. Right, come on, Arsenal. You put me to sleep. Let's go.
I
don't think we're playing badly, but I don't think this is.
We're not taking the initiative.
No.
But I do wonder how much, and I know Laurie's going to say we're talking far too much about referees, put the ball in the net and then you win the game, and I agree, but how much that is going to affect the team. You see the players getting quite frustrated if a decision goes against them because it's cost them points previously.
It costs you
Laurie,
possession high up the pitch.
Exactly.
Quit while you're ahead, mate.
What do you mean?
Come on now. I don't want to hear no referee talk. Like Turkey said, we should be smoking these, man. You know what I mean? Let's
If
do
you've
it.
ever watched Nick and Laura on their boxing content on DR Sports, these two will go at it.
But you know what? If you want to use a box analogy, I'll give you one. This reminds me of, sometimes when you see a boxer so superior to the other guy, and you're like, come on, man, get this
Fight
guy
back.
out of here.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling about this game.
Yeah, we just can't knock him out.
Yeah. We're just playing around. Get serious and get it done.
Yeah.
Martinelli goes
Cross
on the
it.
outside.
Good
cross.
That's such a good cross. Falls to
Shoot!
Jorginho.
Hit it.
And
Ben White.
wide.
Oh, it's taking a deflection. That's all
Ben
right.
White on his left
Don't you
foot.
think you
is
should be doing a
decent
bit better than
football.
that?
Left foot, I'll give him credit for even trying.
I actually think that here, when Martinelli's wide, he's so desperate to get to the byline and get it in the box, which is obviously the game plan. But we've got players on the edge of the box that he can, I think, a little bit of variety, because Martinelli's very head down,
think
sprint
he had-
to the byline and then cut it back. But actually, if he gets his head up a little bit, there's more options there than he realises.
You
He
had
can have
time in it to
yeah,
just
a little bit of variety,
pick
I
his
think,
spot
in that delivery.
Nice.
It's good from Jorginho.
That is good from Jorginho. And White goes long again. He's tried that a few times. It's not come off. Havertz. It was nearly
Very
good.
I just saw what you
Havertz.
It was
tried.
nearly good.
You know what? If
That's going to be the
Havertz,
title of his autobiography. Nearly good.
if Havertz has that shot that Ben White has, I give him credit.
You are winding us up when you said that.
I wouldn't because
right?
he's left-footed.
Yeah, but at least I'm seeing him try
He held the
something.
player off.
If he's
And then
definitely
he tried to
target.
flick it into Saka's path. He got it wrong.
Nearly good, nearly good.
Very nearly good.
Sometimes
6
maybe
out of 10
good.
so far, 6.
Sometimes maybe shit. Oh.
No, but he's not sometimes maybe good.
No.
Yeah.
Come on, Kai, I'm rooting for you.
Oh man,
This is good. This is good from Arsenal.
he doesn't
Play
get
out the
himself in
back.
those positions to have shots from outside the box.
No.
It's the first time they've pressed us really severe.
Yeah, don't press.
They're too old to press, man.
That's nice. Look at that. Go on, Kai. That is brilliant. Look at that. What class.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, lovely. We're in the groove now.
We're moving through the gears, James. We're moving through the
Oh,
gears.
what a word.
Martinelli's going down the middle.
What? Unlucky,
Great
but it's
1-2
fine.
from Trossard.
Kai Havertz! No, there's no one near him. I just got too excited. It's Saliba. Go on, just give it to Kai. He's making. Sorry, I'm just. Go on,
know,
Kai.
desperate.
Getting the vibes
Here's
up.
Saka. Saka goes round the outside.
Nice. Oh, I've got to think
Unlucky.
it, man.
Trossard dived, should have dived. but he didn't.
Yeah.
My true colours came out there.
He said, "Good on you."
That's a few things.
This is nice. This is
Here we
much
go.
better.
Moving through the
It's
gears, boys.
Trossard. Lovely.
Go
Into
Maguire.
Saka.
Red!
Oh my
Let's give it
goodness.
to
That's
Kai
what you don't
Havertz.
give.
Oh
Rice.
my goodness.
Yep.
Wide to Martinelli.
They've got to
got
have
to
that,
shoot.
surely.
He's gone right. Go to Bayern.
Nelly
I like it. Getting the vibes up.
This is just relentless. Wide to Ben White. Into the box. Havertz. Oh!
Just shoot!
Hit it, man.
To be fair, there's 4 people in front of him. Unlucky. To be fair to Havertz, if he did shoot, it's going straight into a defender.
People in front of him. They should just move out the way and let him shoot.
I'm telling me, tell him.
I just want him to do something, man.
I
Anything.
don't know.
Nah, Saka dived.
Yeah, some nice attempts to dive there, people. Rate them. But actually, maybe he slipped, to be fair.
Yeah, it's more of a slip.
Is that worthy of the fight?
Oh, no, he slipped because he was
He
diving.
slipped because he dived.
Fair enough. Oh, man.
We're moving through the gears, lads. That's the key. We're moving through the gears. It's more intense than it was 5 minutes ago.
It is.
Nah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
That was much better tempo to our play.
We can eat tonight. They can eat.
But that tempo came from Sevilla pressing, and
Yeah,
that's left
yeah,
the space, and that's made us feel confident to go and attack. But we've got some like PTSD against the low block. But
This is the one where Havertz needs to look at it now and say, "I'm getting a goal in this game," because the opportunities will be there. They're not on nothing.
So, Martin, look,
Great
that
speed
poor
again.
fullback is getting absolutely torn apart.
Getting cooked.
Pull it back.
Yeah. Oh!
Again, he's too head down, Martinelli.
He should have moved down.
Too head down.
Yeah,
He is doing well, but Trossard is miles open, but he's so head down.
But he knows the space to pick
Yeah.
out, right? They work on it every single day, so
That poor fullback.
in a way, he doesn't need
He's
to
got.
get his
Look
head
at the
up.
space he's got again. He's got all that
Ping it
space
every
again.
time.
Yeah.
They're doubling up. Trossard's almost playing on the left. Rice is going in the 9.
Yeah,
So-
Martinelli loves it. Look, here he
Rice
goes.
is playing to the
There's
forward.
Martinelli
Look
again.
at that.
He's going to
Oh,
cut
what a
inside
touch.
this time. He cuts inside this time. Does he?
Outside again.
Same thing.
Why does
Oh,
that
he needs to get his head up that time.
I told you.
But he wasn't at pace that time. He had time to get his head up.
You know what's amazing me? The defender keeps showing him the inside.
Every time.
A guy that's way faster than you. You say, look,
But to be fair, that cross to the inside is covered because he hasn't actually made a clear pass.
That
to
second
another-
defender goes
Yeah,
to
the
the
second
front
defender's
post,
covering
yeah.
it. So he's like, take that
Yeah,
then.
he's got to think it. Back post.
Martinelli's going to be
Or just
exhausted.
smash it across the 6-yard box.
Yeah.
I would just shoot. Just
Yeah.
shoot and let the goalkeeper
Yeah.
deflect it and then
Ball into the box.
Same corner. Same corner.
Oh, still
Keeper
alive.
He's spilled it. He's
falls to Saka.
Flick and bang.
Oh, he
Oh.
could have hit that.
Whips it back to Jorginho.
Wrong
ball
move.
into the box.
that was an interesting
nothing comes
ball
of
there
it.
from
Saliba.
Jorginho.
What's
Same
he
corner
giving?
as the first one. Looking for the back post. It's
Yeah.
same as the Declan Rice goal against United.
Yeah.
Is that a severe
Whip to the
throw?
back post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
But what? Martinelli didn't really chase that
No,
No,
ball.
he didn't chase it. He
He
didn't
could have
chase it.
kept
I was
on.
confused.
Must be exhausted, to be fair.
Yeah, he's getting his
10
breath back.
sprints in the last 2 minutes. So, without look, I'm trying to have a little bit of fun on the Havertz stuff because I actually genuinely want him to do well. On a serious note, he's doing something where he's not getting into the pockets. When the ball comes out to White, he's drifting right. And I know Odegaard does that sometimes, but Odegaard gets what a ball!
Great goal.
Arsenal 1-0 up.
That's a great goal.
Jorginho. Credit to Jorginho.
That's what he can
pass.
do.
Yeah.
And what a run from Bukayo Saka. That is quality from
An
Arsenal.
assist for Bukayo Saka in the
Just like
Champions
that.
League.
Just like that.
All our attacks coming down Martinelli's side.
Yeah.
Are we on side? Is it?
Yeah.
It's got to be onside,
actually,
yeah.
Yeah, it must
I
be.
think so.
Lovely ball from Jorginho.
Doesn't Ketia score that goal?
It's
No, I'm
good
joking.
press from Rice. Rice wins it back.
hey, I could score that.
Look at,
goal.
look at this from Jorginho. This
Nicholas
is brilliant.
Jackson doesn't
Oh,
score
no.
that goal.
Comes back to White.
That's a
Then
great.
back to Jorginho, right? Yeah. That is a great
Yeah, he
pass.
saw
Oh, that's
That's
a
What
that's
a
well.
pass. What a
That's
run.
beautiful.
And by the way,
Goal.
Is he offside?
No,
he's onside, he's onside.
He's behind him.
Trossard amongst the goals.
That's a
Love
lovely
it.
pass.
Where are you Trossard haters now?
Oh, there's one on the panel.
You know
Who's
Jorginho
that?
played that pass against Newcastle as well, but
Yes.
it went to Havertz
I
and
remember
they
that.
got it
Yeah, I
wrong.
remember
Yeah.
that. When he tried to lay it in and
Brilliant.
They're
That's
checking
brilliant.
something.
They can check all they want. That's got to be a goal.
Let's go to Frank. Well, what do you mean they're checking? What are they checking, the idiot?
I haven't. All I've got confirmation on is that they're checking something. I did see a freeze frame in the
they're playing,
replays
they're playing.
regarding.
They're just checking the
Trossard.
highlights, mate.
Yeah,
Good job.
they're just checking to see how good a goal it was. It was fantastic ball from Jorginho. It's nice to see Bukayo Saka get the assist as well. You know, he's not been in the greatest of form recently, and you know, I called for Trossard to start, and I was proven right. 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Yeah, that's right, Laurie.
No, listen, man. Well, it's a great goal.
I can't remember the last time I saw us score a goal like that.
Turkish,
it's
you
been a
miss an
while.
opportunity.
It's been a
You miss an
while.
opportunity
Yeah.
to
been a long time,
stand up and do this to Laurie.
I'm not like that, man.
No?
I'm not like that.
I'm out
You're
of
bigger
class.
than now, aren't you?
Great
Martinelli,
feat from Martinelli.
Jesus.
Martinelli is just dancing
He's
through
giving them a
defenders.
headache.
Yeah.
Tommy,
He's bigger than that, man. He don't need to do them.
Yeah.
Just
Good on you,
dancing
mate.
through
Good on
defenders,
you.
Martinelli.
Nah, you don't
He's
need
proven his point.
to. Yeah. I think United 2-0 up against Copenhagen. Just give us
Let's
an update
take a
on
look
one.
at that.
All right, look at the angle of this pass. This is going to be lovely.
Yep, so I've just got the update.
Ah.
Man United 2-0 up against Copenhagen. Rasmus Højlund with the goal again. I think I heard someone say that he was the top goal scorer in the Champions League. He wasn't at the time, but he's now level with Atletico Madrid's Alvaro Morata with 5 Champions League goals this season. Still yet to get one in the Premier League, though.
Wow, fair enough.
Oh, great company, Morata.
Dare I say, I'm hoping that we can score a couple more goals and get a look at the likes of Reece Nelson and people like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I agree.
I think it's also like, we keep bringing his name up, but players like Kai Havertz getting on the score sheet, players that are lacking confidence, this is the kind of game where they're very
100%.
likely to get goals and
You
hopefully
need to
carry that
step up,
confidence.
man. You got to like, put yourself about, like try and dominate a game, like show the fans this is why I'm here.
Yeah,
Like impress the home crowd, man. He's not doing it.
yeah, especially at home for sure.
What is
Like
that?
I want my opinion to be
What is
changed on
that?
him.
Great gather there
Genuinely.
from David Raya.
So what?
That was a great gather from David Raya, to be fair.
If he can't gather
They
that,
said he's
there's
not
no
good from
hope for him.
crosses. They said he's taken that
That would
cross.
be in the stats, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
If he can't
Nice,
gather
well done. In the
turn.
pockets, good.
But move away now. Move away.
That's a foul.
That is a
Another foul,
That's
lovely.
really good. Abdullah says, I agree with Turkish that we aren't creating enough compared to last season, but don't you think it's because of the low block of opponents? Last season we started superb because no one rated us, then games got harder. Some truth to that?
Nope.
No.
Fair enough. Giuseppe
Low
says,
block didn't just start this season.
And we haven't faced. We faced a good mix of opponents. Tottenham wasn't low block.
no, City wasn't.
City wasn't. I
I think
don't even think
I
Bournemouth
think in
was.
pretty much every game, maybe even the City game as well, we've enjoyed the majority of the possession and we've created chances. I mean, even Newcastle and stuff. Was it 14 attempts on goal and only 1 on target? So that tells its own story.
That's
lovely.
nice. See the way Trossard dropped in there. Got
Look
us
at that
moving.
possession, 74%.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go on,
Saka's
Bukayo.
just dancing beyond the defender.
Inside.
Oh, go on. Oh,
It's a decent ball.
Just
into
too
the
heavy.
no, I'm not so sure, you know. I think he
it's
could
not
have done
great.
Oh,
that.
well
Well
done,
done, Martinelli.
Martinelli.
Oh, brilliant.
That's
Wow.
unreal.
That's it. They're going to give it straight back to him as well.
Yeah, thanks for that, mate. If you don't mind carrying on. Look at that. Look at the press, though, from
Just
Arsenal. That is
sprinted 10, 15 yards to
unbelievable.
keep that in.
Well played.
Oh, Martinelli's on
doing
smoke.
well again.
He's getting fouled left, right, and centre. Nah,
He's taking
he's
the piss out of
showboating.
him.
I can't
That's
believe what I'm
like, you know,
seeing.
when you get the bigger kid on the playground
Yeah.
with the younger kid, that's what he's carrying on.
I can't believe what
Wide to
Martinelli's
Saka.
doing.
What Saka's doing as well, man.
Yeah, they're like gassing each other up, aren't they? As one
Yeah.
does it, the next
I
one
think I
steps up.
compared them to Wolves. I think on reflection, I think I'm probably being generous. More Bournemouth.
Bournemouth play good football.
Giuseppe on the ball. Giuseppe on the ball. Giuseppe with the super
Bournemouth
chat.
play good
Trossard on the
football.
ball.
They
Yeah,
disrespect
Giuseppe
Bournemouth.
says
They-
this is the Arsenal football we need every game.
And what did we do to Bournemouth, Nick?
It's true, yeah.
Wide to Saka.
Oh,
Rare.
it's in his
As well.
back.
It's a foul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
a
foul.
foul.
It's good,
Thank
mate.
you, referee. That's right in his back. I don't know
Yeah,
why-
but you've been a clown all game, mate. Like,
There we go. He's
No,
right.
that's
I
not
thought he was
good
going to get
game,
yellow
so-
out there.
No,
He's the one
but
that the
he
throw
committed
one
another
caught.
one
Yeah, he
earlier
has
as
committed
well.
one, yeah.
Okay.
And the throwing thing is just, honestly, Sevilla have been an absolute mess.
They're poor.
Bend
It's,
it
it's
in,
just no football, pure shit house. That's all they've got. Like,
They're
this,
poor.
Yeah,
They're poor.
This team. That's
I mean,
all
I know Turkish made the point. They've got players
Ooh,
out.
I've got to do the Gary Neville. Ooh, got a super chat here from Arteta Ballers. Ooh, no. Arteta Baller says, no VAR check, misinformation station.
VAR check.
No,
On
he
the
said
goal.
there was no VAR check on the goal. He's called you misinformation station. Frank looks like he wants to
That's
kill him.
harsh, man.
I was thinking, what? What's going on?
That's all good. Nothing. Arteta ballers was coming.
Hopefully we can get this cross beyond the first man, because it's basically a corner, but a little bit closer.
He could have caught it as well, I think.
Yeah.
He could.
Keeper's not been
Second
great,
keeper,
has he?
innit?
Every keeper's
Yeah.
just punching and spinning.
Arteta might want to
crosses
sign him.
into-
Back to Rice. Here's
I
Jorginho.
think we should bring Leno back.
Here's Saliba. I tell you what, I saw Almunia at the training ground a few years ago, I think. Taking pictures of Mikel, I thought, you better not. Jorginho, what a
not
crap
quite.
ball. And now Arsenal some defending to do. We haven't had to do any of that all game. That's the one thing. See,
lucky.
I was disappointed with Newcastle and the defeat, not for a lot of reasons, but mainly because I just didn't feel we ever deserved to lose. And a bit like that game, even though the tempo is different, the opposition's different, it's another game where the opposition have done nothing, and that is becoming a trend this season. Like how well we're doing at keeping teams away from our goal.
Yeah. That's definitely.
I think it's like with that Newcastle, although it was a good game to watch, I don't think neither side showed a lot of quality, if that makes sense.
I agree.
That's why everyone thinks that we deserve a draw.
Yeah, we did
Obviously-
deserve a draw.
Yeah, I agree with that. But
I don't know.
stop talking about referees, Laurie.
Is there a game this season that you could say we deserve to lose that?
You could argue that the Tottenham one we got
I
quite.
was just thinking
Lons,
probably
I think.
Spurs.
Chelsea.
Lons, I think we
Lons.
deserve to
Chelsea.
lose.
Lons.
And West Ham.
And West
Like, we
Ham.
deserve to lose those
You think we
games.
deserve to lose against Chelsea?
No, I'm saying you could make the argument
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Chelsea,
no, that is true. Yeah, Chelsea were
for
probably
long
the best.
spells
Yeah.
were the better.
Yeah.
So.
But Lons
Silly
and
foul
Chelsea, I
rights.
think. Even Tottenham, I don't think I'd give them that, to be honest.
It's just a free kick, yeah.
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 Arsenal. Well, they got that
That
goal.
is so. What
Yeah,
they
he's
do?
got a free kick.
He's got a free kick
on
and you
on
go
like-
pass it
Yeah,
back
in the
to-
centre circle, pretty much. He just
Come
goes
on,
backwards
bro,
and sideways and backwards.
This team.
They don't want to be here, man.
Yeah, they're very passive.
They're not taking it serious.
No, they're not.
This rotation thing is just. It must
I
be
might
some
have to
sort of-
downgrade from Bournemouth to Luton or something. Because, right,
Respect
they're not
Luton.
on it, man.
They got a big point against them.
Yeah, that's true.
Liverpool.
Go on, Saliba.
Well done, Saliba.
Quality.
Yeah, he's unreal. He's unreal, Saliba.
Credit to Jorginho, man. He's put in some performances
He's
since
had
he
a good
signed
game.
that I haven't really liked. But generally speaking, when he stepped in for Thomas Partey, he's been good. He did it a couple of games last season when it was crucial, and he's doing it again at the moment. Last couple of games, not playing too badly at all.
Just a list of the players missing from the squad tonight: Timber, Partey, Erdegaard, Smith Rowe, Jesus, and Nketiah. That's quite a list.
Yeah. The problem you have is that some of them are like starters, and then some of them is Zinchenko injured as well. He's just come back from injury. Zinchenko.
No,
No,
he's
he
been
just
back a little while. He's just not been playing really.
Played against Sheffield United.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he did. To be fair. Oh, Arsenal trying to press.
It was a confidence building game, man.
You need these. You need these.
If we see it
Oh,
out.
they're straight through.
And now the fullback.
Go on,
Oh,
Saliba.
Saliba. Well done,
Great
Saliba.
challenge. Great challenge.
Could win that, yeah.
Great
calm.
challenge.
That's a great.
Beautiful.
One of the
Clean as well. He
one
won
of the
the ball
Sevilla
clean.
players put their hand up
Flick.
and then
That's
immediately
nice. That's a lovely
put
touch
their
from
hand
Havertz.
down.
Go on, Saka.
Nice.
That's a
It's a
nice
lovely
ball
pass.
as well.
He's
Tommy
having a good
Asu's
game,
going.
man.
Tommy Asu's
Give
going.
it to Tommy. I should have given it to Tommy.
Still
Oh,
can.
he's had a great
He's
game.
enjoying
Martinelli,
himself too
but-
much. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
But he got that one wrong. That should have gone to Tommy
did.
immediately. Because he probably would have got it back. Oh well.
Must be so frustrating for Tommy Asu, innit? You make that run,
Yeah.
that's it, and then you don't get it when you should have got it.
Yeah. Nice touch from Havertz in the build up to that Saka.
Sometimes you got to be the decoy, though.
Yes.
That is true.
Saka's gone all the way over to
Martinelli.
make some sort of 1-2 of him. He's gone right the way over.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fluid front line, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
Havertz is now playing on the right. Tommy Asu centre forward.
Every time.
He's playing with him,
Taking
man.
the piss out of him.
He's getting subbed off half time,
Really a
100%.
great ball.
But there's almost like a bit
impressive.
of a hierarchy at the club where some of the players that are calling for the ball aren't getting it. And then as soon as Saka comes over and goes, I'll take it, they're definitely giving it to him.
Yeah, because his positioning is so
yeah.
good. He always shows properly.
Look
for
at
the
this
ball.
tackle. Clean. Look at that.
Great challenge.
That is brilliant.
That is brilliant, man. Oh, sit down.
Just looking at Sevilla manager calling for that. Shocking. Clean touch challenge.
Clean.
The player that went down didn't even call for it.
Begging for anything, you know what I mean?
Abudaki with a super chat says Havertz got to be an environmentalist the way he recycles the ball, mate.
True.
Protect the earth and the ball, it seems.
That's the whole Sevilla squad at the moment, to be fair. That's what they're doing is recycling.
So does anyone know with this injury to Eddie, how is it? What kind of, what's the
Don't
status
worry,
of
man. You'll be back soon.
No, I'm just inquiring. Can I inquire about it?
Hey, you're missing him already. One game. You know, see what Trossard just done, huh?
Yeah, look, man, I'm just asking about, is he going to be out for a few weeks or a week or what is, do we know?
No idea.
Not
What about
that
the
you
Odegaard
care.
injury?
Maybe I asked the wrong person.
What about Odegaard? I don't even know how long he's out.
Yeah.
I don't even know when he got
Let me
injured.
ask
He
about
scored
Odegaard.
against West Ham.
Yeah.
I asked earlier about it.
Yeah, they like to keep this stuff secret, don't they, Arsenal? You never ever know. But even Jesus, there were rumours he might have been back for tonight. I think Jesus is fine, you know. I just think they're so paranoid because of the amount of injuries he's had.
Yeah.
It's
I think
knee
they're
as
just
well,
like,
man.
let's just not force it. Let's make sure he doesn't go on international break. And then let's have him really ready for December and that big run.
He has been called up by the Brazilians, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he'll go.
All of the Brazilians in Arsenal.
I don't think he'll go. I've got to say, I think it's a bit of a disgrace when the players aren't fully fit and haven't been fit enough to start for their
That
club.
handball.
And the national teams call them up. Like,
But you know what
just made it for us.
you know what the national teams do that I think they just do that carte blanche because there's always that tension between the team and the country. So they will automatically just call them up and they will say, look, give us proof that he's not available.
Southgate called up Saka, you know,
Yeah.
when he'd come off injured and he was a doubt for Man City.
Yeah.
You know, and then even when he didn't play that, they said, well, we'll assess him ourselves. Piss off. It's like, what?
Well,
Are you joking?
Saliba played, but then didn't get called up because they said he was playing through an injury
Yeah.
in the last.
Well, he
the
is.
last
He's got a
international.
toe injury. They said he's carrying a toe injury.
But then if they can communicate to France, all right, he's playing, but he's injured, so he's not going to get called up. Why can't they communicate about Jesus? Oh, look, he's injured, he's not
more
playing.
chill about it.
Yeah, France are,
Yeah, to be honest,
France
not
are
their
blessed
first
with
choice.
insane
Canate
centre
is
backs.
them.
But then saying that,
Yeah.
Jesus he barely starts for Brazil. Richarlison starts ahead of him.
Mind you, isn't
Which is a
Richarlison
bit of a
got some injury?
Oh yeah, he's a pubic.
He actually
What is
injury
it?
or
What is
something.
a pubic bone? What is that?
It's just in there somewhere.
I've never heard of that injury
Didn't
before,
you
but
tell
there you
people
go.
last week you're a PT? Now you should know what that is.
Yeah, he had
Oh,
a
we
deal
don't know
going.
about that.
He had a
Part of your
cut.
course or something, then.
Yeah.
If someone comes to you and says, "Yeah, I need to strengthen my pubic bone," you're
I'd
gonna
have to Google
be,
that.
you're gonna be
Bro.
confused.
I'd have to Google it. I kind of know what area it is, but I'm not, you know. I don't go checking out people's pubic bones.
Bring it back to the game.
Oh, what a touch. What a
great
touch from
touch.
Trossard, people.
Play him in!
I can't believe you all tried to make me believe that he wasn't a
That's a
better
poor
option. up
pass
top.
from Rice, man.
Oh,
my God.
Lovely from Martinelli.
He's
Martinelli.
rushed that ball.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
that was Berbatov. you know.
Berber spin, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
Berber spin.
Saliba's been caught in possession. Doesn't happen often.
What a player Berbatov was.
Look at that.
Good defender.
Underrated.
Yeah. He.
Ref.
Oh, referee.
Berbatov always reminded me of Havertz.
It's your job on the
Yeah, I was going to say, just while we were talking about Laurie and pubic bones, I think Havertz is kind of on the edge of a yellow card there. It's a great touch from Martinelli. So
My
cheeky.
word.
Kanu did one of them back in the day.
Yeah, he did.
It's a good ball as well.
But yeah, Havertz, I think Havertz committed a foul, and then I think they were on the break, and it looked like he handballed it. I don't know if Frank saw that. We go.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
refs started talking to him twice in a short space of time, and he does look quite frustrated. So he could be on the edge of another yellow card at some point. But the ref so far not really handing out any cards.
I think it's fair to
go on.
say that Martinelli's enjoying
And again,
Gab.
that's a poor ball.
It's a poor delivery, but I like the variation in the play because that's
Yeah,
what I've been calling for. A bit of variety. Sometimes cut in, sometimes get to the byline. You need different stuff to keep that defender.
But you
keep
know
him
what,
guessing.
what's like, it's just so obvious that they can't handle Martinelli or Saka, in particular Martinelli.
Yeah, but
We should be more than one up.
the player who dropped in, got that ball, turned, and then rolled it through, Leandro Trossard. What?
Why are you laughing?
He's the Swiss Army knife of attacking
This is
football.
what you was doing last week with Eddie,
This is
my
exactly what you were doing
guy.
last
Even
week.
worse. Even worse.
I
You're
see you,
standing up there.
I
yeah.
see you, man.
Yeah.
I see you.
I'm shamelessly doing it.
Very subtle.
It's not subtle. This is not.
It's true.
No, I heard what you said earlier. I know you were throwing shade. Oh, all these people look doubted whether we should start. I thought,
Yeah.
We're doing that then, yeah? Okay, all right. But it's all right though. It's
Oh,
cool.
in 7 months and Eddie scores again, he'll come to you and do that. And
Yeah. We score against Wrexham.
I'm telling you, Eddie will
FA
go
Cup
on.
third round.
Eddie will get sold to Leeds and score in the Championship, and Laurie will start
Laurie will
celebrating.
message us. See?
No, but Eddie's last game at the Emirates, he scored a hat-trick.
Against a totally different opposition in a different competition. That was mad.
Hey, there's not much difference between Sheffield United and these,
Eddie
man.
worded
Don't
it
get
so
it
well,
twisted.
his last home game, that's what he says.
Right, no, but that's facts.
How about the
That's
last two
facts.
games?
But he played 2 games
That's
after
facts
that.
as
It
well.
was,
Yeah,
it
he
was
did, but
dreadful.
I'm not talking about that. But on a real though, there's not much difference between
I bet
these
you
lot and
Trossard
Sheffield
gets more
United.
goals than Eddie this season. Your chain.
Martinelli again.
I'm going to wear that on the last day of the season.
There's Trossard in there, give it to him.
Martinelli again doing really well just to create space because now they're trying to double up on him.
Yeah.
Copenhagen have pulled one back, and Marcus Rashford has been sent off.
Wow.
Wow.
Come on, Copenhagen. This is it. This could be Ten Hag.
Do we know what for, Frank?
I'm going to try and take a look now.
Martinelli, good ball.
We
Doesn't
need
beat the
more
first
lift
man.
on these crosses. I don't.
That'll be half time now.
Is there a
Kind
straight
of go for like a
Arsenal won, Sevilla
Come on,
nil.
man. More goals second half. Is it-
Actually, I'll take you up on that.
Yeah?
I'll take you up on that.
What, your chain?
No, not in the chain. But the Trossard, all in good nature. Don't get
From
it
now,
twisted.
yeah?
Don't get it
So
twisted.
from now, Trossard
Yeah.
gets more goals, yeah?
Yeah.
From
From
now?
the end from now to the end of the season.
How much?
£20 donate to charity.
Say no more.
Okay, everyone's seen that.
Yeah.
A charity of our choice.
Do you want to know the current tallies and all comps?
No, it's from now till the end of the season.
From
No,
now.
I'm talking to the end of the season.
Yeah, from now till the end of the season.
Why do you want to
just the
start from
Marcus
now?
Rashford.
It's a clean slate, though.
That's a harsh
And
red,
he's
man.
got more goals than him now.
That's
Why am I
very
going to start
harsh.
behind?
Very steps.
We've just seen the Marcus Rashford red card. It is very harsh. What he's trying to do, he tries to
shield the ball.
put his
I have a look?
foot in the way to roll a player. Ends up actually putting his foot down the top of the player's ankle.
You know that reminds me of Marcelo one recently. Have you not seen Marcelo?
Yeah.
That
The guy's
was
leg just
the
snapped.
worst leg break I've seen, Marcelo.
Oh, yeah,
Like he was
yeah.
trying to do his normal spin on the ball.
Yeah.
Bro, the guy's leg.
Yeah.
Finished.
But this
Where do you
wasn't
guys-
even very high. This is
Yeah.
kind of
What do
bottom
you
of the
think it is about red cards? Do you think intent matters, or do you think it's just about how you catch them? Because Rashford, for me, has got no intention there of actually
Yeah, but it-
hurting the guy.
Intent
but then
matters.
he has caught him really badly.
For me, that's not a red card.
yeah, I don't
For
think
me,
it is
that's
either.
very harsh.
I think it's harsh. The problem you have with intent is that different players are very slick about hiding their intent.
Yeah.
And we saw with Granit Xhaka, any foul that he committed ended up in a card because he had that reputation. And other players that are not Arsenal players, obviously, once you've got that reputation, even if you kicked off and lost your temper last week and then you make an honest challenge this week, people go intention. You know,
Yeah,
and then vice versa. When Son's committed a dirty challenge or he's kicked someone on purpose, they've gone, oh no, he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with intention, is that you can't really read what someone's intentions are.
It was Son's one.
But in
sorry.
that one, when the intention is not a
It's-
tackle, the
yeah.
intention is to protect the ball.
He's not even
But
looking
some,
at the
but
man.
some players will do
Some might
that.
use that,
Some
yeah,
players
yeah,
will go,
yeah,
oh, I was
yeah.
doing a step over, crap. Do you know what I
I'll
mean?
tell you where you've got to be clever reading the intention. I'm not saying this because I'm an Arsenal fan, not being biased, being genuinely serious.
Yeah.
The Romero red that he did get, not the first one that he should have for the kick out, the one he did get, he got the ball, but you can't convince me his intent wasn't to leave one on the player like after,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he went with that. I don't have to explain it. You just,
Aggression.
Yeah,
you
he went-
just
yeah.
know. He
do
went.
you
It's
think-
not even just aggression, because I think there's a tough tackle, and then there's a I'm not going to do anything to pull my leg out of what's in front.
But
do you know what I mean? And it felt that way.
Do you think the Havertz one is a red then for intent? Because that was high.
So,
To me,
that's
that's straight red.
You thought
so
it was
that's a
straight red?
great question. And
Straight
in,
red.
in the interest of fairness, when I was on this watch along, I said not a red because he looked far
got a
enough
red
away
shirt
with his leading foot. Watching it back, he does actually catch him
does.
a
Quite
little
high,
bit.
he does.
with
Quite
his-
high, yeah.
And for me, yeah, that
have
is
been
a
a red.
red.
There's one
I
frame
could
where
not
you
He
see
was
believe
sent
it
off
catch
as
him.
well because it was reckless.
I could not believe the amount of Arsenal fans that would not acknowledge that was a red card.
Eddie did the same against on
Yeah, he
Vicario
did.
against
He did.
against Spurs.
Yeah.
Exactly
Right.
the same, which was a
That
red.
is another one.
That was a red. I
thought
think that
that
was
was
more of a red than
That was,
Havertz
that
against
I
Newcastle.
said that on the watch along as well. That was
Yeah.
a red.
There you go.
I think the Eddie one isn't, only because he knows Vicario is going to kick the ball out as a goal kick. And so not as a goal kick, but like he knows he's going to launch it, and so he goes high because he's not trying to catch the player, but he's trying to trap the ball down. Whereas Havertz is way late.
But Eddie caught him with the scissor act. Like if he just kind of looked to block him or whatever, fine.
If you look
like
at
sometimes you
Havertz
block and then the other player swings the leg into you, but because he kind of really took him out.
If you look at the Havertz one again, the leading foot is off the floor, which they determine means you're out of control at the time. And to me, that is a straight
Should have been
red.
2 reds in that game then.
When you're chatting to some Arsenal fans, okay, they're going on about Gomaris one, that's straight red, clear as day.
Yeah.
But if we're being honest, man, Havertz should have gone as well. So.
Go
I
on.
think there was a bit of what you said about Vicario in it, because Havertz, I don't think the Havertz was going for the player. I think the player was going down the line with the ball, and Havertz was trying to throw himself at that interception more than a tackle.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But it was so reckless and high, and he did catch him a little bit more to that. It's like the Udogie 2-footer one. Like, do they have to break their legs for it to be a red? Like, that was a straight red. Havertz, for me, upon reflection, is a red.
Because if you think about it, right, the rules are clear because they're trying to eliminate certain tackles. And I think in the rules there's a clear, what's the phrase they use? Yeah, you've got a duty of care to your opponent. So that's why they're trying to eliminate it. Because everyone said, but he didn't touch him or he hardly touched him. That's not the point. Your foot is out of control. You've gone straight in.
I guess it's like we've seen red cards for someone like looking up at the ball and going for a high foot and clamping someone in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've seen cards for that. And it's like I didn't know the player was there. But like you say,
this
you have to be aware of everyone else on the pitch.
That doesn't hold water.
All right, well let's head over to Frank in just a sec. Brito says Martinez is terrorising the right back. He really is. I've not seen a right back get cooked like this in a long time. But he holds the ball a little too much, and he needs to play quicker passes.
Agreed.
Tomiyasu's made some great runs for him. Martinelli hero ball, he can't pick anyone out, says Derek. Yeah, but first and foremost, he is just being his man and he's getting us into dangerous positions. So I'm happy with that. Arteta will probably say 9 out of 10 things you're doing I love. Get that pass right, you're man of the match.
You know what, I honestly think that it could be a case of he's having so much fun beating a fullback. He's just doing it every time.
It might be. Well, J Federer J says Martinelli beating his man, 10 out of 10. Final ball, 3 out of 10. Yeah. It is difficult as well, though. When you've beaten that player, every Sevilla defender switching on going, defend this box. And it's very hard to scoop the ball to the back post. It's very difficult. You said fire across goal. I agree with that. Still quite difficult to pull off, I think, because they're just going to block. Will you give me the Ancelotti?
You fire it across the box, because if you fire it, the defender really is not in control of the situation. It could hit their shin, they could go for it, make it on goal, they could go for it, it drops into the 6-yard box for Havertz, or they could head it out to the edge of the box.
Yeah, I guess.
There's more risks.
There's more ways to cause problems if you're Martinelli and you're fine. You can't quite pick out a ball. It's like when we're on the edge of the box, we're saying shoot, you might get a corner, you might test the keeper. Anything can happen, and we don't know what could happen because we're not really taking the chance.
Fair enough. Sam says Chef Martinelli is cooking out there.
Can I say go on. Just one thing on Martinelli as well? He's drilling that right back so much that if you look at our goal, their right back's dropped. If you look across the line when Saka makes the run, their right back has dropped because he's worried that Martinelli is going to make the run.
We've just seen it
which gives Saka the space to almost, if it was a straight line, Saka's offside. But Saka can then make that run, which then causes obviously Trossard to.
Christian, I'm seeing that for tactical insight claiming his mind.
There you go. You can have it.
Appreciate it. All right, let's go over for what is probably going to be a 2-minute long half-time show with Frank. Catch you all in a sec.
Half-time, Arsenal 1, Sevilla 0. Just before I get into the half-time analysis, I just want to remind you guys of the scores from around the grounds. Bayern Galatasaray is still 0-0. A 10-man Manchester United lead 2-1 at Copenhagen. A very, very controversial red card for Marcus Rashford. Was it a red card? Was it not? Don't really care. Marcus Rashford has the same amount of red cards as he does goals this season. Arsenal, of course, lead Sevilla 1-0 at home. And the other game in our group is PSV Lens. PSV actually lead that game 1-0. We obviously want to give you an update on the standings in our group as well. As it stands, we're top of the table with 9 points after 4 games. Despite being 1-0 down to PSV, Lens still remain in second position only on goal difference. And the reason behind that is probably to do with us beating them 4-0. PSV on a -3 goal difference despite leading 1-0 at Lens. And then, of course, right down at the bottom, which I'm surprised I never realised until now, Sevilla right at the bottom of the group. Quite the shocker there. We move on to Group C. The early kick-off Napoli, Union Berlin finished 1-1. Half-time, Real Madrid Braga. Braga are losing 1-0 to Real Madrid. Another early kickoff, Real Sociedad beat Benfica 3-1. And half-time at Salzburg. Between Salzburg and Inter, it is 0-0. Now, let's get into that first half. What a first half it was. Look, despite the scoreline, I think we should be up by a lot more goals than we are at the moment. Let's just take a look at the stats. We've seen 72% of the ball, which is quite surprising for me because we've completely dominated this game, to say the least. 72% of the ball. We've had 6 shots. Unfortunately, only the one on target, which was, of course, the goal. Sevilla still yet to have a shot in this game. It's been a very, very rough game as well. We've committed 7 fouls. Sevilla have committed 8 fouls. I'm very, very surprised to see that there's not been at least one yellow card yet, especially in Sevilla's case as well. If we look at the passes, we've not completed 309. We've attempted 309 passes and completed 274, which is around 89%. Sevilla have attempted 128 and completed 90, which is 70%. Now, to get into that half, we need to talk about what happened straight at the beginning of the game. Kai Havertz miss. Now, I don't really think this can be excused. I know it's early on in the game, but again, he's a professional footballer. There's absolutely no one marking him. It's practically point blank. And the fact that he doesn't hit the target is absolutely insane. And one of the reasons that I don't necessarily want him in the team at the moment is clearly lacking confidence. And I think we need to give him some time out of the team. Because I don't imagine, being omitted from the squad for a little while is going to do any less good for his confidence than, constantly being played and being put in the firing line and just performing bad performance after bad performance after bad performance. So I think we really do need to give Kai Havertz a miss for the next few games. On to something more positive. Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. It looks like they're having a little mid-game snack because they're both having fullbacks on toast in this game. Mainly Gabriel Martinelli that I want to talk about. That right back, and let me just bring up his name here. It's Juan Luis Sanchez. Is going to be having nightmares about Gabriel Martinelli tonight. I will be very, very surprised if we don't see a half-time change here because he is having a disaster class up against Gabriel Martinelli. They do have Jesus Navas there on the bench, so expect to see that change because it's pending. And then back out on that right hand side as well, we've got Bukayo Saka, who looks to be back to his best today. Looked very, very good. Like I said, got the assist, and Kike Salas is having an absolute nightmare with him as well. So the wing play is where it's really working for us. We'll get into the individual performances as well. David Raya hasn't done anything wrong yet, so it's a bonus for me. Defenders, again, haven't really had much to do. The one that I want to point out in this game specifically is William Saliba. The only real thing we had to do was that one-on-one challenge. And, I always trust William Saliba to win that and win it cleanly as well. And what a tackle it was from William Saliba. Getting to the midfield, Jorginho, a very, very beautiful pass into Bukayo Saka that led to the Leandro Trossard goal. Can't complain. Declan Rice, his normal solid self. Kai Havertz is the only person in this match so far in terms of Arsenal that, I don't believe has had the best of games. But we can move on from that. And then up top is where it's all happening. Gabriel Martinelli causing nightmares, Bukayo Saka with the assist, and Leandro Trossard with the goal. I've wanted this guy to start for so long, and I'm not saying that I'm happy about the Eddie Nketiah injury or anything. Get well soon, Eddie Nketiah. But the injury has given Leandro Trossard the opportunity to start. And, for someone that hasn't started in a very, very long time or hasn't got as many opportunities as he probably should have in an Arsenal shirt, he's playing very, very well and obviously gets the goal, taken very well. And I can't complain at all. I'm happy. We're playing very well. We're pressing very well as a team as well. And, it's great to see. We've not played fantastically in the last 2 games leading up to this. And it's, for me, has been a very, very positive response to that. Everyone in the chat, I'm reading. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Let me know your thoughts on, any specific performances. I think my man of the match so far as well would be Gabriel Martinelli. Eddie would score in this game as well. Relax, Frank. That's from Real JM. I'm not saying he wouldn't. I just want to give Leandro Trossard the credit where credit is due. It's a great finish, and obviously it's a great move overall. So, just give him some credit. Just give him some credit. Dominic Korn says Ramsdale was going to Chelsea. Yes, it's unfortunate, isn't it? Because I've been very vocal about how I feel about this goalkeeper situation on previous streams. And, I don't think Mikel Arteta has handled this very well. He made the big point when we signed David Raya about we're going to have 2 number ones. Even brought up the potential idea of making substitute goalkeepers in a game to facilitate different things within the game. And that's not been the case. And, I don't want to say David Raya has done anything wrong in this game as per se, but, you look at the last few games that he's played, a good 3 or 4 games where he's made a mistake that's either led directly to a goal or, has had a part to play in a goal. And I don't think Ramsdale's being given a fair chance. He probably should have played in this game. That would have been my choice for goalkeeper. But, David Raya hasn't done anything wrong so far in this game, so there's no reason to, complain about Raya so far. I'd imagine if we win today, I believe that secures qualification to the knockouts for us. I need to double check and confirm that. I'm just looking at the maths. Yes, so I believe that it's not all guaranteed yet. I think PSV will need to beat Lens, or I think it needs to draw. I'm sure I'll work that out eventually. But it's all but confirmed that we'll qualify out of this group, whether it's second or first. Only time will tell, of course. But yeah, if we win today, I'd imagine Aaron Ramsdale will finish or play the last 2 games of the Champions League group stages. He definitely has to for me. We qualify if Lens win. Okay, so thank you very much for clearing that up, Michael Robinson. So if Lens win, we qualify. We've gained qualification. Obviously, they're losing 1-0 to PSV at the moment. So, come on, Lens. I've got faith in you to come back from this. Not saying I don't think we'll qualify by based off our own performances, but the quicker we can get it done, the better. And once we've got that qualification, we can start giving other players opportunities that, they deserve. The likes of Reece Nelson, the likes of Aaron Ramsdale, maybe even players like Kivior, Mohamed El Neni, who hasn't played in a very long time. Let's get him some minutes. Ernest Lyon says Ramsdale has a clause in his contract that is triggered if he plays in the Champions League. I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic there. I've not heard anything about that, but if there's any more information on that, then great. United is going down. Yeah, they look to be in trouble there. I know they're winning the game. It's 2-2. I've just seen the update. Copenhagen equalised against Manchester United in the 9th additional minute of added time in this game. I didn't even notice that, so thank you very much for pointing that out. Copenhagen 2, Manchester United 2 going into that second half. What a shock. Diego Goncalves with the goal. Man United look to be in trouble. They've bottled a 2-0 lead. They're down to 10 men. I wouldn't be surprised to see Copenhagen complete the full comeback and, win the game, especially with the way that Manchester United are playing at the moment. Players are coming out. We're just waiting for everyone to get back into position. Can someone tell me who Sego Jr. is? Sego Jr. is a youth academy product. He actually played in I think it was the Carabao Cup game. I can't remember who it was against now. Who was it against? Who was the Carabao Cup game against? Listen, my head's gone blank. Absolutely. Manchester United 2-2. Rashford red card. The chat is absolutely full of Manchester United comments, and to be fair, it is very funny. Brentford, thank you very much for reminding me of who the game is against. So that's who Sego Jr. is. I believe he's around 17 years of age. Hailing he's not a graduate yet, I don't think. And it looks like we are making a change. Alexander Zinchenko is coming on. Does that mean that Tomiyasu, I've just heard the commentary, I believe that means that Takahiro Tomiyasu is coming off. And I hope that's not injury based, because Takahiro Tomiyasu has been absolutely fantastic for us in the last few games. And there's the confirmation, Takahiro Tomiyasu off. So if it is injury based, speedy recovery. But I'm going to head back over to the sofas. James, back over to you for the second half.
Just cracking open a drink after the second half. Zinchenko's on. I'm one player away from the 11 that I wanted.
Who's that?
Kind of. Vieira for Havertz.
Yeah.
But listen, the team...
You could bring on El Neni at this rate.
Who?
You could bring on El Neni as well.
I would do that if Jorginho's playing this much football.
No, but I'm being serious. These lot are not good by any stretch of the imagination.
It's going to be just our luck that we switch to Zinchenko instead of Tommy, and then they start attacking and getting really
It's only 1-0.
We end up 2-1 down chasing the game.
Because Laurie was making the point, he's right, that it's very un-Arteta-like to be making changes
at half time.
Normally, at least, he lets them bed into the first 5-10 minutes, see how the other team's set up, and then make that change.
I would imagine that Tomiyasu has gone to him and said, look, I'm struggling a little bit. And he said, you know what, thanks, we'll make the change now.
No, I think it's just that, like you said, they're shit. So Tomiyasu is the extra defensive cover from the left back position. Zinchenko is the more attacking orientated left back. So
Right, so
Arteta wants to. I think Arteta wants to smoke them.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, they're there to be smoked. I mean, I said it in the first half, and I wasn't exaggerating. If you put this lot in the Premier League, they're not even as good as Bournemouth. Of this 11 here. Yes, I know they got injuries, but seriously, they are not a good side.
Well, let's hope we show that. Sevilla on the ball.
I mean,
Well,
I've got a
right,
couple of
Gabriel.
texts at half time, James, saying exactly the same thing. That they're there to be
Right.
smoked.
So this
So
is
let's smoke
interesting. This is very interesting tactically. We noticed it in the City game that, and away at Sevilla, that just because Rice is in that left 8 position doesn't mean he's going to necessarily pop up into the pockets. Tomiyasu was doing it more. Now they've done the same with Zinchenko. See, Rice is there in build-up, and it's actually Zinni getting into the. Now he's drifting back to left back, but he's the one getting a little bit closer. And I'm interested to see that because I've always thought he could do a job in midfield for us. Well done,
Oh,
Saka.
that's nice. So
Well
where does
done.
that mean Jorginho's playing right now? As a 6 as well, and Rice just drops back into the
Still
six.
is the
Yeah.
6, yeah, but he'll drop into like almost like a
double pivot
like
kind
a
of.
double pivot kind of, and it's a great pass there.
Leandro
from Trossard.
He's so weak, man.
He got pushed off that, man.
What is he doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
So even in a game where we're dominating and that, he still can't shine.
Just get your body in front of the man, hold it up.
This
He's
is
supposed to be
worrying,
good at
man.
this number 9 kind of hold-up play.
That keeper looks like about 60 years old. I'm not even capping.
even though
Oh, it's Marco.
I would know. That's why I said it.
Outrageous. Oh, he's given a foul to Sevilla here.
Gabriel was all over him in an unnecessary way, I think. But
Well, Gabriel also just looked a bit. He just looked a bit clumsy, didn't he?
yeah, it's a bit out of control. Yeah,
Do you know, there was a
Yeah.
trailing arm there by Lamela.
yeah.
Yeah, Lamella, not a Tottenham
He's-
player ever appreciated.
Apart from that one goal.
Even then,
Laurie.
he should have been sent off in that game, or he did get sent off later in that game.
He did.
Can't remember.
Through Partey's legs, isn't it? Is it Partey?
Yeah.
I always remember the Rabona that he scored against.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well done, Saka.
Go on, Bakayo.
go on.
Kai's got a break.
Martinelli's on the other side as
Yeah,
well.
Martinelli's free.
He's got to go Martinelli,
Pick him.
surely.
Go on, switch
That's
that.
Let it go, let it go.
Havertz, bang that! Oh my God.
What's he doing, man? He's rubbish. He actually is. I hate saying it's like he's crap, he's rubbish, but he is.
Oh, he is.
He is. I can't say anything else about it.
Can't believe that.
enough.
Look at the technique. on
Doesn't
that.
have the quality.
It doesn't.
Shut me one. I need one of those. Drown my sorrows.
Bro, what is this?
It's not vodka, mate.
Actually, to be fair,
Deflection. Deflection.
We take it all back.
I mean, if you look at the trajectory, it's probably going into row 24, but
It was going
I
in.
don't take it all back, but I take a little bit of it back because maybe it
Chances
would've
fall
gone on
to
target.
him too early. Let him get warmed up, for God's sake.
In my
You know what I
opinion,
mean?
Martinelli was the option, man. You should either
Do you
lay it
know
off
what?
or
You
let
know
it
what?
go.
If I'm being really desperate to praise him, at least he took the shot. That's what James said in the first half. Corner comes in, keeper flaps it again.
Here's
Good
Bukayo
defending from
Saka.
Gabriel.
That was begging for a scissor kick, that was, wasn't it?
I said, oh, there's a foul there, surely.
Looked like a foul there.
I've just had the weirdest insult I've ever had in my
I
life.
love insults on YouTube. Go on.
This is from the Coven. Sometimes James looks like an American World War II soldier who's about to die in the movie.
Any comments? Any words on that?
I mean, he's wonderfully creative.
Need to get into active.
Who's what about to die in the movie?
Yeah.
That was good play out from
Yeah.
Sevilla there. A really good play.
Thank you to the Coven for that. I don't really know what that means. It's the specificity of it. Anyway. Weird, right?
Someone said, I hear that still, man, like Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, Sevilla attacking. Can you not? It's only 1-0.
Yeah, what's going on, man? He's off.
Yeah.
Another ball in.
Oh, right.
I love the fact that we all start panicking when we see that.
Never know,
Shell
do you?
shocked like James in the World War II movie.
Yeah, exactly. Very good.
Saving Private James. Can you not?
So we all agree that's a good shot from Havertz. Okay, cool.
Nah.
Brilliant effort.
It was a good strike.
If James were a soldier, the movie becomes Not Saving Private Ryan. Turkish gonna blow him up. Bloody hell! Do you hate my takes that much? Oh,
More recently, the field tilt stuff.
who was that?
I
Yeah.
nearly
The
flipped
field
that
tilt
day.
stuff. Oh man, what else have we got? Hey, we're having fun. The most bizarre burn ever, says James Bowers. Yep. Oh, ball down the line.
Good
Strength
strength.
wise to leave it there.
Good strength.
Give a foul there.
Just Mira, apart from that little break, we haven't really settled in their half yet, have we?
No.
No.
First time Zinni's getting the ball though.
Yes, I know. I look like
Go on,
Tintin.
let's take him on. 'Cause yeah, look, see?
Go on, Martinelli.
He's destroyed.
Oh, beautiful. The end product.
Kai again.
No, that was a ball.
It was a ball.
Kai
was a
got,
ball.
he's got a gamble there.
Yeah.
He's got a
Yeah,
gamble at
yeah.
that.
Saka or Kai, someone's got to be there back
Yeah.
first. Martinelli's done everything.
That
Onside.
defender will be seeing.
I'm surprised he hasn't been
Martinelli in
subbed
his
off.
sleep, you know.
Oh, that's a ball.
He should have attacked that.
So I said Kai
Someone
Havertz
needs
should
to
have
just
attacked
come in
that.
there
Yeah.
and.
I think rather than sub him, I think their manager's trying to double up on Martinelli, but it just doesn't matter. And actually, he will slowly attract more and more attention, and then that will create more and more space for the goal. But
Yeah, well, that's probably why he brought on Zinchenko, right?
Yeah.
Because if you double up the winger and the right back on Martinelli,
yeah,
it leaves space for Zinchenko to drift.
he's very technically good,
Yeah.
Zinchenko. So
Kai West, thank you for your lovely comment.
what was that one?
Just bigging me up. Everyone's in the comments. Saving Private James, Saving Private J Unit. Just having their fun with it. A younger James would be a good cast for Tintin.
Someone said Saving Private Tintin.
Yeah, I'll take it. Oh man. Could we just go 3-0 up? Then we can really.
Delve into the comments, man.
James always gave you the aura of Steve Carell in Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh dear.
I actually watched that on the plane last week.
That's the guy who puts on a wedding ring to pretend he's married and needs to pick up girls. Great movie. Great actor though. I
Yeah,
say.
he's a great actor.
Great actor. Fair enough.
He was like the guy that does The Office.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a
That's
lovely
nice.
ball,
Go on,
Zinni.
Martinelli.
Come on.
Martinelli's so funny. He's more focused on running than he is the ball. He's
Yeah.
just running with the ball behind him and just trying to drag it along.
Yeah.
I think he's thinking about what he's going to do with
Yeah.
it before he even gets into
Yeah,
position.
for sure.
How are people saying saving James's privates? Like what? you lot need to just calm down.
That was nice from Zinchenko.
It's just got to that point in the night, hasn't it? Can we get 3 goals and then, you know what, I can relax and enjoy all this? James, what's the field tilt saying for this match? Asks Quevo. I don't know. Turkish? Got the field tilt to hand?
59%.
Information station?
Kai
I
Havertz.
Have a look. Havertz!
Oh, I thought that might have been in.
actually thought that might
I
have
was
been
so
in.
gassed. Oh
That was
my.
actually...
Watch how we see that from another angle.
Yeah.
It's going to be miles wide.
Yeah, way
it's gonna
wide.
be miles wide. But like James said,
Good effort. Decent
like
effort.
Tintin said, Tintin Senior, just to see that's
Yeah,
confidence
it's
to
a
get
decent
into the
effort.
position and take
Yeah,
the
yeah.
strike on,
No,
which
bad
he
effort,
wasn't
man.
doing.
Not
That was a
bad.
good effort.
That's why I want to see more of that.
Well, JJ just called me Captain America before he got jacked. You're all getting creative with these. Oh, long ball. Saliba does. Oh, he's given a foul. Or
Yeah, there was a foul earlier, but he went down after it was done. But here's what it is. It's a foul.
James McLaughlin. What's going on? Oh man.
I really hope that Havertz scores so because it would be, you know what I mean,
Could add
a
2.
nice.
3 if he gets himself in the position for
Yeah,
Martinelli's
yeah.
cross.
Ball into the box. Gabriel heads out.
Because I honestly think Burnley will be
it
more
down.
difficult than this.
Go on.
Burnley probably will be more difficult than this, yeah.
My thing is a goal or an assist doesn't save this performance from me. Like,
From who?
From Havertz. Like, he's got the chance to be a conductor here with Rice and Jorginho basically behind him. He is the creative one of the midfield. He's the one that needs to pick up that. Look, run to the ball there. That space there, he ran away.
Do you think that's instruction? Or
If he gets a goal, it doesn't make it a good performance. Like this is your chance to create late regulation days and all that.
It looks like he doesn't really know
what you're saying.
where he's
what
playing.
I was saying about the goal is that it will give him more confidence going forward. Mind you, we said that a couple of weeks ago when he got the penalty.
For me, the worry is that if Jorginho doesn't want to feed him the ball there, it suggests Jorginho himself knows that he's not capable of receiving the ball in that
But
type of
Havertz didn't want it.
Yeah.
He didn't want it.
I've got to say, fair play to Jorginho. He's running things in this game.
he is.
Yeah, he's playing
There's
well.
Havertz now. Can he roll his man?
Nice.
This
can.
is why I think he's a number 9. You know, that's good hold-up play. That's really good hold.
Oh,
There he is.
No communication. does he speak
Say that
English?
again.
It was good hold-up play, though.
I'm back on the trough.
it was good hold-up play.
But what about the
but
last time where he goes to touch it and the defender just gets in front of him? Like
Does he
it's
speak
not
English,
consistent enough.
Because it's honestly like he's playing a different game to the rest of the team, and it's like he can't actually communicate to say.
Must do though, man.
He must do. He
Yeah,
must
he
do.
does.
Actually,
Did
I've seen
interview-
interviews of him speaking
yeah,
English. I don't know why I'm asking, but it is like he's speaking a different language than everybody else.
I don't even know. I don't know what his role is right now. He's kind of dropping into a right 8. He's playing centre forward.
Look at him. Come into the space, bro.
He's like a terrible Ozil. He's got no position. He's
Ozil without the ability.
He is. He just does what he wants. He
Just
picks
kind of
up-
jogs
picks
around,
up
maybe
any type of
kicks
space
somewhere
that he
every now and
wants.
then.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
How long do we give him then to get this right?
I think he's had enough time.
Well, I think that he's had more than enough time to show us more than he's shown us. And I think actually the fans are now looking at Arteta. They're not even just looking at the player anymore. This is a player that's been in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He's won the Champions League. You know, it's not like we just bought him from Spain or somewhere else. We give him time to bed in. He's playing with Jorginho, who's ex-Chelsea. They know each other well. So
That's the thing. If he comes
the
from Germany,
excuses are very, very minimal.
if he comes straight from Germany, he gets
Foul.
6 months, maybe a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's
Also,
been in the Premier League
also
for 3
it's
years.
65 million pounds. So again, to your point, if he came in for 15, 20 million, that conversation looks very different. But he's 65 million pounds. So all of those factors mean we look at Arteta at that point. And I
Yeah.
love Arteta, but
That's the bottom line is why did you sign him?
yeah, he must have been a point.
What do you see? Fair enough, if you look at Leverkusen 3-4 years ago and say he was good enough then that I know what I can get out of him.
Do you see that?
Maybe that's the
He's a
argument.
poor team.
But what has he shown in the Premier League in the last 3 years? Champions League, maybe all right, you can argue the final goal against City.
Yeah.
What has he shown in the league to warrant buying him for 65 million and playing him in every game?
But
It makes
also,
no sense.
Arteta continuing to play him suggests that Arteta is continuing to see something
In
that
training.
we're not seeing, whether that's in training or
Must do,
in his
man.
mind. If he just
I
drops
think
him,
that's more to do with when you've invested that amount in a player, and that's your player, you're going to give him every single opportunity.
yeah, but then
get it right.
any points we drop as a result of him being in the team and somebody else better not being in the team has to sit squarely with Arteta then.
Yeah.
If that's the
Lovely.
position that he's taken.
From Declan
And I think
Rice.
the same thing can be said of the goalkeeping situation.
Yes.
He brought Raya in, so he's going to stick with him.
He bought
every
Ramsdale as well,
possible-
by the way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that means that he's chosen that keeper. It's not the same as when he's come in and he switched an ex-manager's keeper. That's his keeper that he's choosing to
But you know
try to
what?
improve upon.
That's true. But you know what? It's well known now that he'd been looking at Raya from as long as 2020.
Yeah, there was interest
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah. So
I
that
think
was-
if we had Xhaka this year instead of Havertz, I think we're top of the league right now.
We've been very flat. We're closer to the top of the league for sure. But
Well, we're only 3 points off it as it is. I think
Yeah.
we win the
Yeah,
Fulham
right.
game.
That's true.
I think
Okay.
the Newcastle game, if we've got more still, we've got Xhaka in there making the 8 runs. I think
win
it
the Tottenham
opens
game
up.
for sure.
Yeah,
Doesn't really want
maybe not the Spurs game because they were good, but maybe who knows? Maybe we make more chances.
No.
Just his runs in the 8 last year just opened up so much space for the attackers. And don't get me
Oh,
wrong,
that's
Rice
good.
does it well,
Cross
but not
it.
as well as him.
Calling for the offside.
Oh. Hit that.
Oh, Paul.
Unlucky.
I think he could have brought that onto his right foot.
I think he
cross
could
up,
have as
but-
well.
Yeah, he rushed it. man.
Bubble with the super chat says Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Havertz. Clever. Ade says Havertz isn't creating space for other players by making runs. He's hiding from the ball because he doesn't want it. Most baffling signing ever. He's not impressed.
When was the last time we saw a player at Arsenal who just didn't actually want the ball? We've had shit players that want the ball and want to play, but we haven't seen someone for a very long time who literally doesn't want the ball.
Crazy.
Especially like not a defender, like someone like a Socrates doesn't want the ball, but that's
Yeah, yeah,
different.
yeah, that's
but like an attacking player, it's crazy.
And an experienced player.
Yes.
International experienced player, Champions League finals, like it's not like he's a 17-year-old kid who just come from
Exactly.
the academy
Yeah.
who's scared. Like he's a man.
Yeah. Charlie Patino would put in better performances.
100%. Sago Jr. against Brentford I saw more
Yeah.
from.
And just Vieiro's on the bench.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I've liked Vieira when I've seen him this season.
Against Fulham, he came on and turned the game around.
I didn't think he was terrible against West Ham either. Like,
I would say this:
a lot of people were
Vieira
bad.
is better in games like this, isn't he? Where it's less physical.
I would think so.
I think he struggles more in the Premier
Well,
League.
Zinni.
Mind you, I think a lot of Arsenal players. I'd like to see Reece Nelson come on tonight with his dynamism.
It's only 1-0, man. I mean, look.
Yeah, we're very much able to score another goal and bring on the Reece Nelsons when we've got a bit more of a cushion. Because Saka and Martinelli
bring him
are doing
on
so
now.
well. Although Reece Nelson against this right back could be. He could cook him.
He'd smoke him.
Yeah, he could absolutely smoke him.
Who would you take off for Nelson?
I think Nelson in this team probably he could take off either.
He could take off
he
Saka.
would cook that right back, but then maybe just rotation for the sake of Saka's fitness, not like a poor performance from him, but just to keep him fit.
Because one thing I like about Reece, he's very direct, very aggressive in the way he takes players on. He doesn't need no invitation to do that.
Or the dream scenario: take Havertz off, drop Trossard into that position,
Drop anyone into that
put,
position. man. Put Ramsdale
put
in
Martinelli
fucking
up top,
Havertz's position.
and then have Trossard out wide. And so then have Reece Nelson out wide.
Let's have a chat with Frank. Frank, what are the match stats saying? Because the second half's been a bit, not been flat, but it's not been like penetrative or like direct in any way.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If you take a look at the second half stats specifically, this is just filtered by, from 45 minutes onwards. It's not been as much possession I would have liked. Obviously, we're still on, 61% of the ball. Compared to the first half, where we've seen 72%. Sevilla have definitely seen a little bit more of the ball. We've had 3 shots so far in this half, yet to see one on target. I just want to bear in mind, put this out there as well. Sevilla are still yet to have a shot in this entire game. So, it's not been a fantastic performance going out into the second half, but we've still completely shut Sevilla out. So, I can't really complain too much so far.
Yeah, Rakitic is coming on. And that kit reminds me of the Croatia away kit. It does.
Yeah.
Blue,
It's a nice kit, man. I think that's
nice,
Great
Gary.
touch from
Lovely
Martinelli.
from
Saka's it.
Yeah, he's
on.
Onside.
Go on, make the
Saka's
run!
on.
Shoot on your
He's
right.
got
Shoot on your right.
Drags on 2. Well done, 2. Well done, Saka. That one into the other.
There we go.
Arsenal 2, Sevilla
That's
0.
got to be Martinelli man of the match. That's
Yeah,
got to be.
that was a pass as well.
Yeah, the pass and the setup.
Beautifully
That's insane.
weighted.
thought you would have
Saka
been
winced in a little bit almost.
Saka goal and assist, though.
Yeah.
I'll give it trust.
Might say
Oh yeah, he
So
got the
Martinelli
assist for the goal, yeah.
Either of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's got them at the ball, mate. He's all right.
He's got,
That is brilliant.
100%
This play from
conversion
Martinelli's
rate.
lovely, man.
Look at this.
Opens a pitch. Saka, perfect run.
Yeah,
there's
He's onside,
yeah, he's onside.
yeah.
Nice. Beautiful ball.
Lovely.
Could have waited on that.
He's still got a lot to do from there.
I've got to say,
That is a great goal. Well done,
Reminiscent of
Bukayo.
Jesus' cutting against Dallo.
I know we've got
Yeah.
quick wingers, but don't you think they look so pedestrian in defence?
Yeah.
Is it a coincidence
one
that
of
you
the
get
best
a
wingers in the
false
world.
9 up top who links things up and suddenly they all come to life a little bit?
Could be.
Was that?
Just what I'm
Just that look on your face
just wondering.
tells me you're being mischievous.
Oh,
Lovely goal.
But that was so simple. Well done. Great goal.
Nice. Just when they're about to bring on Rakitic as well.
Yeah, because I was going to say, Rakitic
Yeah,
is
bringing on
he's a
experienced
baller,
players.
and obviously that shows they're going for it. And as much as we think they've been terrible, and they have been, they also haven't really applied themselves. And so we don't want to get too much into a false sense of security. They turn it on, and suddenly,
They've been the worst team we've played this season.
understood.
Yeah.
Understood. But that can change.
You know,
It changed in
any
the
minute.
first game, right? When we were 2-0 up, they scored from a corner.
Yeah, that could change it. And then suddenly
we
it was
spent,
them.
we spent 15 minutes
yeah.
kind of backs against the wall.
So
if that is the case, it's because we've been negligent. They are not good.
agreed.
team.
But that is us being negligent is in line with how we've been
They're
a little
pretty
bit this
poor.
season.
do you know
so.
what I love about Martinelli in that goal? This is not a pop at Arteta at all, but it didn't
He
feel
takes
like
the Havertz position.
Well, no, I was going to say it didn't feel like a structured off.
That's naughty.
So a really bad tackle there from Sumare. Got relegated with Leicester last year.
That's his first action in the game as well.
Very stat I've got on him.
That's all right, man.
It's definitely a yellow.
All right.
I don't like it, but
That was one of those. Again, it looked like he might have slipped a little bit with back to
Yeah.
the conversation about intent, but it's still a yellow card. But yeah, go on,
a
you were
yellow,
saying
yeah.
the goal, Martinelli. Arteta.
so it felt like a moment where Martinelli just went, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm going to come off the touchline, give me the ball,
Yeah.
I'm going to drive into
look,
space,
again,
I'm going to play,
He's gonna do it
play
again.
a pass forwards.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't feel... Now Arteta's coaching can be... Because I can't remember if it was Reece Nelson said in an interview, like, Arteta always tells us wingers to run. He always tells us to take players on every time.
Yeah.
So that is coaching.
Inside.
Lovely.
Inside.
Go on. Oh,
Zinchenko!
oh,
Great
good effort.
strike.
Really
Unlucky.
good effort
Good
from
save for the
Zinni.
keeper, but great technique to see him do that.
Unlucky.
That's so good to see.
To be taller.
Because we know just how technical he is, but
Arsenal in the groove now. Well done, Bukayo Saka.
this is what I spoke about going through the gears.
Into Jorginho.
To have a shot,
But
Jorginho.
yes, right to
why is
have
he so
that's
desperate
good.
to get it wide,
Come on, here
man?
we go.
He's trying to feed his mate,
Go
isn't
on,
he?
just
Yeah,
run
yeah,
through all
he's-
6 players. Off you go.
He's telling Jorginho saying to Havertz, come back, get
Well done,
involved.
Saliba.
William Saliba plays on a different level to other people, doesn't he?
He turns players like a midfielder, but he's so big.
Samara
He
is
could play in
down.
midfield.
Samara's down.
He's come on, got a yellow card and got injured. What an impact.
He injured himself doing that tackle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was a break of the system.
Yeah, it was a
That-
break of the... Yeah, as you were saying. Sorry.
No, it's your point. I was just
No, but you said it. You said perfectly. I don't know why I felt the need to add to it. He just looked like he went, I'm just going to do what I want to do for a second here.
yeah.
We haven't
great
looked
save.
like that this season.
But Ozil scoring a goal like that.
That's
Against
a
Newcastle.
beautiful
Yes.
connection.
Yeah.
How about
That's
Trevor Hilliard?
5G connection. That is insane.
Just anywhere, right or left of the keeper, straight at his
100%. But
hand.
it's so hard to
Yeah, it
catch
is.
it on the volley like that anyway. But
Last chat is talking rubbish. Watch Trossard goal back. Havertz pulled the centre back forward, which created passing lane to Trossard from Saka. People be lying.
oh, he means the last super chat.
Someone's doing algebra again to pick up Havertz.
Took algebra.
Oh, that's what they're doing, man. Now they're saying replay the goal to see Havertz drag Saka. Oh, did you see the run by Saka and the pass by Jorginho? That's what made the goal. Yeah.
Caught out on the halfway line.
For
as well.
God's sake.
I do like them shirts, but showing about the team.
You're not impressed, are you, Laurie?
I like the shirts, but yeah, that's it.
But if we beat them, then you can wear the shirt and it's not like any bad blood.
It's fair to
so-
say Sevilla aren't your Spanish team.
No, they're not very good, bro. I'm just keeping it real.
Fair enough. Zinni on the ball. Wide to Jorginho. Big up Jorginho. He had a really good game tonight.
Yeah, he has actually. He has.
I don't think he had bad ones, against whoever else we played.
No,
he's
no,
one of those guys, and he
Newcastle,
very
whatever.
rarely has a bad game. It's just that.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a ball to...
He's got it. Oh, he
I
could
think,
have.
I think the
that.
trouble with Jorginho is when we play the better teams, he's going to have problems in really imposing himself on
Yeah.
the game because the other teams, the better teams, will have
Yeah,
younger, more agile, you know what I mean, better physical specimens than him. So
He's always been dangerous if he's got space and time, and
Yeah.
against the teams that do the high press consistently, and that often coincides with the younger, fitter teams, then he's going to struggle in that type of system.
It's almost like the Spurs mistake really kind of put it in fans' minds that he can make those mistakes when
Yeah.
he actually hasn't. Like, that's kind of the only mistake I've seen him make like that. For us.
Yeah.
We've got a few comments for Turkish. Carabo asked Turkish, how's the fluidity? I think it's a
It's
sincere
been
question.
better today.
Yeah, I agree.
100% been better. Not centrally. That's why I'm looking at Havertz because, but Saka and Martinelli, we're getting out wide to them early, getting them one-on-one, and getting them running at the
Out to in
defender.
runs, yeah.
This is the first game this season we've seen them consistently running at the defenders.
And
Yeah.
fullbacks supporting as well.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Bournemouth they did as well, to be honest.
And then we've got another one for Turkish. Gaulin, hope I pronounced it right, says Turkish struggled in his algebra class, confirmed. Nightmares with the quadratic equation in his mind right now. We've got an interesting stat. Let's go to the information station. Enlighten us. Frank?
Yeah, so I've just picked this one up. It's a little bit out of time because obviously Bukayo Trossard scored his goal quite early on in the first half, but it's quite interesting to know actually. That was Trossard's 5th goal in all competitions this season. All 5 of Leandro Trossard's goals have been assisted by Bukayo Saka this season. You know, they're both playing very well. Given how Trossard's performed today, I want to know from you guys on the sofas, you know, is there now an argument for Leandro Trossard to be starting games? There's a real tough challenge there on Martinelli as well.
Yeah, that did not look a good challenge.
What's Lamella complaining about?
Also,
Even the guy who does the challenge
ball
doesn't
is
complain.
clearly the ball.
That is
I think that could put that's a yellow. It's not a red, but I feel like that should be more than a yellow because that challenge. The ball's off the pitch. When he actually goes to make the challenge,
And
the
he
ball's
knows
off.
it as
And then he
well.
slide tackles the manager.
There's no way he's winning the ball back.
When you say more than yellow, what do you want?
I don't know.
Orange.
That's the problem with the grades
I've
on
long
right?
called for a sin bin.
Well,
That could be-
something
that could
in
be a
between a
sin bin.
yellow and a red.
Because there's no chance he was ever going to win possession of the ball there because the ball's off the pitch.
Why did they
I
get this
believe,
guy?
I believe there are tackles and there are moments in games that a team doesn't deserve to go down to 10 men for it. But also a yellow card, like for example, you know when there's a counter and there's a deliberate drag back, player takes a yellow card to get on with the game. That doesn't feel right to me. Like you've purposely made no attempt to win the ball, but you drag them back. You should do 10 minutes off the pitch.
Yeah.
And then people really think, is that what I want to do?
Is it
Like,
worth
do
it?
I really want to leave my team down to? And then that'll add tactical things that are good as well. Like, you know, will teams do something for the next 10 minutes that's different to what they were doing before? I think there's a place for sin bins. I really do.
There is just such a big change to make, isn't it?
Oh,
It's a massive change. Like,
yeah,
I agree. There is definitely a conversation and a place for it, but I don't think we'll ever see it in football, which is a shame because then, when there are challenges that are borderline red, but it's not quite a red, he just gets a yellow and stays on the pitch. It's like it feels like an injustice.
Yeah. The Tomiyasu one, did he deserve to get sent off at Crystal Palace? He wasn't time wasting, it was Kai Havertz, but they gave it to him, and then he brushes Jordan Ayew. Like, is that worthy of a red card? Like, you're off the pitch for the rest of the game. It's crazy to me.
Benzino's coming on. Those of you who know your
I was going to say that's an old school. That's
Source magazine.
That's old school hip hop.
He looks like a young Benzino,
He
right?
does a little bit. It's the super thin moustache as well. It's the whole thing.
Ash West asking if I remember when Martinelli got sent off for 2 yellows in the same play. Yeah, I do.
Oh shit.
Be it in.
Got
Raya. Oh, well done.
Oh, but he recovered it.
Pretty decent.
Bit
defender
fortunate.
there.
Saliba through balls it out.
There's a bit of a nudge in the back there from the attacker on the back of Saliba.
It's a bit of a loss of concentration.
It was weird from Raya. He kind of didn't commit, and then as soon as the guy settled the ball, then he committed.
Yeah.
Frank, what's the update on the United game? Because I'm getting quite a lot of comments. But everyone's saying 2-2, but so we knew it's 2-2.
Yeah, so we knew it was 2-2. I haven't received any sort of further update at the moment. I don't
So it
know if
probably
they've...
still is 2-2.
Just in the back.
Let's take a look. Yeah, it's still 2-2 as far as I'm aware.
Fair enough. Let's have a little look.
You're right, Nick. There was a clever little nudge.
Yeah,
there.
he just nudged Saliba in the small of his back to.
Like Aguero on Mustafi.
You know, Bayern Munich and Galatasaray are currently drawing. That would leave Man United a point
Is that in
behind.
Turkey?
Yeah, that would leave Man United a point.
No, that's Germany.
No, it is in Germany, you're right.
It is in
You're spot on,
Germany.
sorry. That would leave Man United behind
Go on,
Galatasaray
Dieter.
and travelling there
Go
next,
yourself.
and then hosting Bayern Munich.
They're in a real tough
But
situation.
of course, if Copenhagen find another goal, Copenhagen would go above United. who
And they're
would go down to
capable,
fourth.
Copenhagen. They are capable of that.
Well, United down to 10 men, so we're keeping an eye. Martinelli into Zinni. This has been a.
So we've
It's now like a
Rashford.
6-0 game, but it's just not been a 6-0 game. Like,
Yeah.
not in terms of chances created, just how unbelievably dominant
It's
we've
been
been.
what I call a 2-0 thrashing. Really.
Yeah,
Martinelli's
basically.
convinced that that's a corner, but he has to make sure he don't get a yellow card here. I want to see that one again.
I'd like to see the manager make a few subs, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's
Now,
what you were gonna
now we're
question.
2 up. I feel more
Yeah,
comfortable
come
about
on,
it.
man. Like,
Fabio Vieira for Havertz.
Let's see.
let's
yeah,
get,
it's right.
let's
Yeah,
get
he's
Fabio
right. He's right.
Vieira on, Reece on.
The-
Do you know what I mean? Ring some changes, bro.
That should be a
Give
corner
some
as
other
well.
man a lick.
That is what it is.
Jamie Carragher has tweeted, "No way that is a red card for Rashford. Hate these slow motion replays and still images that make everything look 10 times worse." Now, for the record, I agree, but there are comments going, "You have to accept the referee's decision." Arsenal fans doing their thing.
Yeah.
They're under immense pressure. Listen. Man, refereeing, PGMR. I've never known a season where we've talked about it so much.
Yeah.
I hate it, man. Just taking the love away from football.
Let's get Vieira on. That's what I do. Get Vieira
Yeah,
on.
I said that. I said get Vieira on, get Reece on.
Get Vieira and Nenny on. I don't even mind taking off Declan Rice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. All the players that are playing a lot of minutes. The Sakas, the Rices, maybe the Jorginhos.
You might think I'm crazy, but is Cedric on the bench? I'd give him a run out.
I'd get El Neni on as well.
I'd give one of the youth players a run before probably Cedric.
Cedric is on the bench.
Cedric is on the bench. I've just had it
Is El
confirmed.
Neni on the bench?
El Neni is also on the bench.
Yeah, get them on, man.
The two youth players as well, Mario Kozia-Dubiri and Charles Sego Jr. as well.
It's only
Good
2-0, man.
defending from Zinchenko there.
You bring on El Neni and Sago, all these guys, and they score. Like,
Oh,
That's a
see?
foul.
That's a bad
Is he
kick.
finally going to get the yellow? There we go.
He's just come on. That's not one that's just come on.
Yeah.
He's looking at Martin.
Yeah, Campos.
Not happy with him.
Somehow the
That looks a
first
bit
yellow of the
shady
game.
as well, Look at this. Yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
Followed through.
He's way late.
Yeah.
He's nowhere
Very
near.
late.
See, yeah, there's
You know what? That was a.
You could see he was also not really looking at it.
Yeah, he's not
Just
interested
kind
in
of
the ball.
casually just left the leg out.
Yeah.
But
You know what that was? That was like you've been terrorising us all game. Have that. Get
And now
Martinelli off.
Martinelli's going to say, "You're on the yellow. I'm going to keep terrorising you."
Let's
I would
take
like to
this
see Reece Nelson
fluidity to Burnley, Luton and Wolves. Great time to gather momentum while the big sides face each other. Long season still optimistic, says Ash.
Is that our next 3?
There's 3 of the next. Yeah, they're coming up soon. We literally don't concede chances these days unless it's an error. We need to just up it by 20% offensively and we'll be very hard to stop. I've said even amongst all the bad performance at Chelsea, the defeat in Newcastle, the foundations are there for Arsenal to have a really good season. The defence are doing its thing. The defensive structure is good. Let's unlock something going forward. And I really think will be a serious threat. That and getting our key players back.
Yeah,
I really believe that. And look, I take Laurie's point. Let's be honest. I can't sit here and go, Eddie's hat-trick against Sheffield United makes me draw back the praise a little bit and not say the same here. Sevilla have been crap. There's a long way. I agree. There's still time to go. We could mess this up. But for 77 minutes, it's never. The facts aren't going to change. They've done nothing for 77 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, I've got to take that into consideration. But if we can just keep playing like defensively the way we have been, and then up things in that final third, I agree we can be a really good
a
side.
late one on Jorginho.
Nice challenge, yeah.
But don't you agree though that you're 2-0 up and coasting? Wouldn't this be a good opportunity to give guys like Reece Nelson, Vieira, guys on the fringe of the team?
These guys do
they
get
need
chances
minutes.
as well. They get. Vieira has had minutes. Nelson has had minutes. I think for Arteta, you see what happens in the first leg. As soon as they score, we're under it. Like, I think he's not going to want the same scenario as the first game.
But the longer he doesn't play those guys, the more that we're one injury away from him having to start those guys. And then they'll have to play all the minutes. So you're better off playing them for 10, 15, 20. And to be fair, Vieira's got one of the best GAs at the club per minute. He's up there with Trossard, Saka and Martinelli. They're the top 4 in terms of goal return for the minutes they get played.
I do Vieira with Havertz.
Vieira, I think, is not even just give him a chance. I think he's earned time on the pitch.
And I was at the West Ham game. Reece, on a night where most of our players underperformed, he was actually one of the ones who could hold his head up.
Yeah.
Declan Rice is just fucking mustard, isn't he?
He's so good, mate. He's honestly
ball
so
out to
good.
Saka.
There's a pull there.
There's a
Could've
pull
gone
that
down.
could easily be a pen.
Back to Trossard.
So stuff like that's a foul in the box. But he can't go down.
If it's outside the box, referee gives a foul for that.
Yeah, he's outside the box. The guy's pulling his arm, but if he goes on the floor, he's diving because not every foul in the box means you have to hit the floor. The ref should see that.
For what it's worth, I think the refereeing's been
There
outstanding.
you go,
in
Vieira
this
Nelson.
game. Outstanding is maybe too far. I think the refereeing's been very good.
It's good that they're coming on, but to me,
10
it's about
minutes.
10 minutes too late.
They'll get 15 minutes on the pitch. I think Trossard might come off here and he'll move Havertz up top.
Yeah, apart from the goal, he's done very little.
I'll take Jorginho off.
Trossard off.
You're trying to scrap
I
them.
think Havertz up top could be a really good shout.
Trossard
Or maybe-
off.
Trossard, Jorginho or Trossard Rice, I'm not sure.
Do you think he's done enough that if Eddie come up, I guess I'm asking a silly question, but
What's that?
to you. Do you think, no, I'm being serious, do you think he's done enough
Wholeheartedly, I believe Trossard has shown tonight, yes, I take into account the level of opposition,
Martinelli off as well.
that he,
Oh, wow.
Martinelli's off as well, that he's just got this ability to link things up in that final third. There are touches he's taken, movements he's made, positions he takes up, little bits of interchanging with Martinelli.
But is it me that once he scored and it was took it well, great team goal, did he do enough for you apart from that to suggest he warrants a place?
Why don't you do this after Eddie?
No, I'm asking a legitimate question.
More than Eddie for me.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, shit,
Saka's
Saka's just got injured off the ball.
and then he doesn't do anything. Like, you don't ask these questions. But with Trossard, the first game he starts,
Saka's
you're going to ask
down.
about Eddie. You're going to ask about Trossard. It's disingenuous, don't you think?
No, it's a legitimate question. I'm asking,
Yeah?
do you think so? Yeah, obviously you do. I'm asking,
I think that Trossard, for the way that the team's trained to play, away from the argument of Trossard versus Nketiah, it's more Trossard is more similar to Jesus. So the system, the entire team and system has to change when Eddie plays. The entire team and system has to change only a little bit.
Guys, this doesn't look good.
In order for Trossard to come in.
Sorry to cut you, but Bukayo Saka's jumped and landed really badly.
Or rolled his ankle.
I can't quite tell.
Why is this guy trying to
landing?
Why is this guy trying to lift him
he's
up?
not showing any real
Brother, if
distress.
you're on our pitch, relax. We're at our ground. You're 2-0 down with 10 minutes to go, blood. Relax.
Have you seen that?
Who is my man?
Have you seen that TikTok where they're it's like going to physio for the first time, and this guy's pretending to be a physiotherapist with a what's it called? A fake skeleton. What's it
He's
called?
here to watch Eddie, by the way.
What's it called? There's a name for it.
Fake skeleton.
Is that just what it's called?
There is a name for it. I just completely
dummy.
No, I don't.
Basically.
Yeah.
And on the TikTok, he's got the legs. He's like, yeah, feel it. They just snaps the leg. And I'll send it to you all. It's very funny. It's one of those you have to see. Anyway.
In a situation like
It
this.
felt like that. He's clearly got a knee problem, and he's just doing all sorts to him.
In a situation like this, there's 8 minutes left of the game. We're 2-0 up. They're not going to come back and win. And this is exactly the same way. And he's got injury issues already this season. Do not let him come back on. But here he comes, hobbling back on the pitch.
He loves overrunning Saka.
For no reason. This is how Jurriën Timber got the long-term injury. It's got him out for most of the season. Because he was injured. He went off. The medical team said, "Okay, you can go back on," and then he got seriously injured.
Yeah, that's
Why?
true.
What's the purpose of that? In
Saka,
the first game of the season.
Longs away, Saka. Everyone was like, "Don't start him! Don't start him! Don't start him!" Started. He got an assist, to be honest, for Jesus' goal, and then he got injured.
Yeah, it's completely pointless. Completely pointless. Yellow card for
United have scored, by the way.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Man
United have
United.
scored. Bruno Fernandes with the penalty, I believe.
Hernandez.
Penalty, of course it was.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
And
Probably a
Bayern
spurious
Munich have
one.
also gone on 1-0 up as well.
Oh. Baggers with the super chat says, Havertz still celebrating Halloween?
Scary.
I think that's ghosting.
Yeah, but he said something else after that. A bit mean.
How did the panel judge his performance tonight? Havertz.
Not good enough.
It's not done enough, really. Is it?
4 out of 10, maybe.
No, he could have had a hat trick. Maybe it's harsh to say he could have had a hat trick, but if you think about it, the header, the shot from outside the box, and if he's in positions,
Oh, shock, he's down again.
for Martinelli
Saka's
cutting
down
it back
again.
every
And
single
the
time.
midfield has had space for him to run into.
Take him off.
Exactly.
So it's not
Just get
necessarily
this
look
guy
at
off,
chances
man.
he's had now. He's had opportunity in the match to control and dictate and run the
Tell him to
midfield.
go the other way. He's got to walk
Hey, I
on the
rate
ankle.
Jorginho, man. Did you see that? I rate that so much.
And he's been
Push
booked for
Rakitic
it.
off him.
No, basically, Saka was trying to walk off the pitch. He's injured, right? So he's trying to walk towards the tunnel. And the ref's gone and said, no, you got to walk off the other way. Jorginho's come steaming over. He's like, are you kidding? He's injured and you want him to walk the length of the fucking
Yeah, but
pitch.
he's just got booked for his trouble. Hasn't
It don't matter.
I don't care.
I
The
would take
referee
the-
I
yeah,
just
I'll take
picked
the yellow
up
card
is being a
there.
bit of a fucking idiot there. I'm sorry. The guy is injured. He needs to walk the least amount possible to get off the pitch.
Yeah.
And you're making him do a lap of the whole thing.
I'd lie
What
back
a
down and wait for the
fucking
stretcher.
idiot.
Take him down and lie down and wait for the
he? Yeah,
stretcher.
because
to
look
come
how
in.
long Samari was on the floor and carrying on.
But
Remember?
but all of this is the fault of that fucking medical team because he shouldn't be on the pitch in the first place.
What we say about refereeing.
for?
Common sense.
You're right. He should never have come back
Common
on.
sense.
He just came back on the pitch for about 30 seconds,
there's
and
no
that
way.
extra 30 seconds could take weeks off of his recovery.
Yeah.
I
So
love
what-
that.
what
I
was
love
the
that
benefit
from
of that?
Jorginho, man. He just went, no, hold on. What,
It's worth
what
the
is
yellow
this
card,
bollocks?
isn't it?
Yeah.
For the team, for the bonding and the leadership, it's worth the yellow card.
I think he books.
I don't think he gets booked for the protest. I actually think he put his hand on the referee,
Handball.
which is why he
That's
gets the
a clear
booking.
handball. So, this is big news.
Challenge.
Zinchenko's playing in midfield. Kivior has come to left back. Zinchenko's moved into midfield. Vieira's out to the right wing.
Let's see if he scores. I reckon he can score from midfield.
I reckon you could play anyone anywhere. You could put El Neni up top and still.
You're being silly now.
I'm not.
They're bad, but they're not that
Oh,
bad.
come on, bro.
They're not that bad. We're only winning 2-0, so they can't be that
Yeah,
bad.
that's just because we've not been clinical enough.
Well, then we're not good then. That's the nature of football.
Should be more than 2 now.
It definitely should be, but
So what you just
if it isn't, then
confirmed
it
what I
isn't.
just said.
No, but I'm saying if it isn't, then it isn't. You can't play El Neni up top.
No,
that's what I'm saying. It's being
there's no
silly.
way you play on any up top.
He
but-
would.
I was being facetious, but
Yeah,
you know
he
what
would
I'm
though.
saying.
Who was that?
I doubt if Laurie was manager right now, he'd say, Mo,
He definitely would.
get your kit on.
I reckon he would.
He knows I'm being, but the
What about Ramsdale? Put Ramsdale up top?
Yeah, why
Switch the
not?
keeper. Imagine
some
if he
minutes.
switched the keepers now.
Probably do better than Havertz.
He probably would.
I know you saw that.
If I speak.
What? Who did
Suspended 6 months. Minimum.
Havertz went to press the keeper.
And he left it.
He did nothing wrong, but the keeper sort of failed. That's all.
Yeah.
But I don't blame him. Like it's fair, but it's just I just knew Turkish clocked it.
Because he's playing poor, everything he does is just in,
It's
just in the
true.
spotlight.
That's why I'm trying to laugh at it, so people
Yeah.
don't think I'm taking it too seriously and using it against him.
It's
So is
hard
that
to
a
take it
worry
seriously.
now for the game on Saturday?
What's that?
Burnley, nah,
Saka.
man.
It shouldn't be for
home or
Burnley,
away?
but
home.
my wider worry is about how our
come
medical
on.
team manage our players that are injured. Because time after time after time, we're seeing players that you know have injured. I'm not in the medical room, but we're all sitting here saying this guy's got injury problems. Don't send him back out. This is not a FA Cup semi-final against United or something like that. Like this game's over. Do you know what I mean? And still they're sending it 3 minutes.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And still, they're sending what is meant to be like one of our star players out when he's injured. There's no need for that.
Zinchenko's playing up front, it looks like, right now.
Yeah,
Before that, Reece Nelson came on, he could have easily come on for Saka.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Martinelli
to be
looked
honest,
fine.
Martinelli looked alright.
Got a super chat saying, really think only having Jesus one game this season as a 9 has been an issue in our attack. Either has been injured or someone else forcing him on the wing. It's true, yeah, we've barely seen him.
We have yet to see our best 11, haven't we?
Is anyone there?
We haven't seen our best 11 yet.
As in Jesus, Saka, Martinelli.
Jesus, Saka, Martinelli, and then we haven't seen the midfield of like Erdegaard,
Rice, Partey, Odegaard.
Partey.
No, yeah, we only saw that 10 minutes against City.
Yeah,
But then Havertz was on in the 9.
yeah.
But remember earlier in the season he was playing
Here we go,
party at right
Sevilla.
back.
They've got an opportunity.
Jorginho didn't need to do that.
No,
Why
he
did he
didn't,
do
man.
that?
Gets
Well
Good
done,
defending,
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Bailed him out. Vieira, all right.
Lovely from
They're
Vieira.
stuck in. Go on, Zidane, help him.
He's getting stuck in because he wants to be on that pitch. He wants to be on the pitch. He wants to be on the ball.
He deserves a chance,
Mate,
man.
you saw all the Arsenal fans going mad because Havertz put in a tackle on the weekend, probably thinking, shit, this is what I got to do. Slide tackle and I get a 7 out of 8 out of 10.
It was a great challenge, though.
Oh, man.
Bayern have doubled their lead against Galatasaray. Harry Kane with his second of the game.
Fair enough.
Ballon d'Or coming.
He's on for his third hat-trick in a row, by the way, guys.
Yeah, probably will, won't it?
So where does that leave United?
Let's take a look at that.
Second now, innit?
Second, I believe. Just get the standings up.
Well, they've got to go to Galatasaray next.
So
and
that
they've
leaves
got to
Man
host-
United second in their group.
Fine.
0 goal difference. 6 points behind Bayern Munich still, though.
Yeah.
And who's in third place?
Third place is Galatasaray with 4 points, so 2 points behind United.
Oh, nice. Speaking of TikToks, James, did you see the one? The Ballon d'Or with Messi. It was like 65-year-old Messi, like sitting on his sofa watching the Ballon d'Or. Like 30 years. He's like the winner of the Ballon d'Or. Oh, he's going up front. Winner of the Ballon d'Or 2037 is Lionel Messi. He just gets up. He's like, oh, takes his top off, runs to the Ballon d'Or.
I must admit, if
Would
I was
surprise
Reece
me.
Nelson, I'd be fuming tonight, man. I'd be thinking,
think
what
so.
have I got to do to get some minutes?
I think
You
so.
hit?
Reece
Reece
Nelson.
Nelson.
Is he good enough to get minutes?
Isn't he?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't he on the pitch?
Well, if he's not, if you're the
Reece
manager,
Nelson.
Yeah.
one sec, if you're the manager and he's not good enough to get minutes, then sell him to Brighton in the summer and replace him.
Wait, it's about who can you replace
He's on
him
the
with?
pitch though.
Am I going
Reece
mad?
Nelson, what do you
Reece
mean?
Nelson's on the pitch.
If
He's on
Oh,
the
sorry,
He
he's
is
on the pitch now, yeah.
He's on
But
the pitch now.
so if Saka and Martinelli are out, are you
Yeah.
happy with Reece
Everything.
Nelson as Arsenal's starting
Even I
winger?
started getting confused.
No, but not necessarily. He doesn't bring the same level. I'm not worried.
I don't
but
think
he's
he's
not.
anywhere near the same
He's
level.
he's a couple of levels below. But if that's the case from the manager, then replace him.
If I'm any left back or right back in the Premier League and I'm coming up against Reece Nelson, I'm not worried.
Nah, I think that's
He was
unfair.
good
Reece
against
is a good
West
player.
Ham.
Reece is a good player. But then if you're saying there's a big gap, right, and you rate these guys like on a FIFA card, you rate these guys like a high 80s, and you rate Reece like in the high 70s, then get a player that's in that gap.
I think so. I think he needs to be replaced.
Then replace him.
PSV beat Lens 1-0, which means currently Arsenal 4 points clear of second and third.
So all we need is 1 win in the last 2 or 2 draws and we're top.
Basically, that'll do it.
Sevilla have no attempts.
But is that qualification guaranteed?
Not guaranteed.
No. But
One more winning is pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah. We can lose 2 games and still go through second. Not that that's the...
Yeah,
Yeah,
when you enter into 9-point territory, it takes a lot to not make it through.
So what do we think of the performance tonight then?
Done a job.
Good, but second gear.
Yeah.
6 out of 10.
I think there was
really
an
have to come
opportunity
out
there
of.
to... There was an opportunity here to really click into gear 4, gear 5, but
Yeah.
Once we clicked into gear, it's like they're doing minimum requirements. They clicked into gear for 5-10 minutes. They scored the goal. It was 2-0, and then the gears went down again, and that was that.
But then there's 2 arguments, right? Is that does it show how good we are because we didn't get our second gear and we still won 2-0, or does it show how much we can't reach those higher gears when needed?
I think we can't reach those higher gears just because of the performances that we've had so far this season.
Oh, Kai Havertz, man.
Yeah, Kai's not giving a good account of himself at all. But
Just run.
Cool, one more.
Rice is so good. He's doing the role of 2 people in that midfield right now.
yeah.
One-man midfield.
That's a lovely ball from Vieira.
He didn't even try.
So bad.
He didn't even try.
He's not on it, bruv. He's not on
He
it.
took the touch and then he just left it to the
He
defender.
saw a man coming in and said no.
Oh my god.
He's ending this game like how he started it with that header.
The donkey memes are pending.
Nah, he's a donkey.
He reminds me of that one friend on Pro Clubs that does nothing.
Reminds me of someone shit.
It's funny because I was chatting to a Chelsea fan, a friend of the channel, and we were talking about Kai Havertz and his time at Chelsea, and he basically said, listen man, we were very glad to get, we couldn't believe, I think that's what he said, we couldn't believe when Arsenal were willing to part that money for him. And
I spoke too soon, they're actually still going PSV Lens. Google lied to me.
One of my friends says he goes missing and 1 every 8 games have a great game. He'd be like, oh, why doesn't he do this every game?
He's
I
not
haven't
even
seen
doing
him
that
have a
for
great
us.
game in however many he's had, more than 8.
he's had a couple of okay games, if we're being honest, he has.
Yeah, but you don't sign a £65 million
Exactly,
for that to be okay.
yeah, I was about to say.
It's like we've signed him purely because he's tall. That's it. That's the whole 65 million Premier League experience, and he's tall. He happens to be 6'2". Job done. Like that's it.
You see that pass from Vieira, yeah? They're in behind it, Sevilla.
Well done, Kivior.
Kivior, is that? Yeah, that's good.
That pass from Vieira to Havertz, like that's just trying something. That's a little bit of like
guile.
Yeah, just a little bit. Let me show you.
That's creativity,
yeah, creativity. Let me show you I can play a nice pass. Let me show you I can get you into the penalty
That's what
area.
I mean about, a goal doesn't save Havertz. Look,
Sevilla
Vieira's come on
corner
in the
here.
15 minutes. At least we've got a ball over the top that created a goal scoring chance. Havertz, where is that?
Yeah.
Much is made of his time at Leverkusen. He's played 10 for us. He's played without another attacking midfielder next to him. So essentially he's given that role. And he's done nothing with it.
Yeah. What's going on here?
What's going on?
Well, they paused. I just wonder whether this might be a VAR check,
For what?
Because I think this might
They're
have...
checking for a potential penalty, apparently.
Yeah. I wonder if this touched Vieira on the arm,
Yeah. Saw that.
just as I was praising his impact.
No one
I think
around
they're
him
looking for a handball on Fabio Vieira in the area.
In that case, Fabio Vieira should have punched someone in the back of the head, and then there would have been no check, and we could have carried on with the game.
Yeah, you're right. So is this a handball?
Where is it?
No. What?
No. It's not even in the box.
He's
I
not
think.
in the box anyway. So
Yeah, he's not even in the box.
It's not a great picture, is it?
That was awful.
Check complete, not given.
Yeah, all right.
It's all right. Wasted another minute.
Oh, Copenhagen have equalised.
Copenhagen have equalised.
Copenhagen have equalised. It's 3-3.
Oh my word.
how much added time?
Sorry.
How much added time?
See, they kicked off. I think because I think they had 11 added minutes in the first half, so they're still in the 82nd minute of their
Well
game.
done,
So there's
well
still
done,
time
refs.
there.
Can I just say, how quick were VAR there? Had a look. Yeah. Nah, let's get on with our lives.
Nice, easy.
Nice, well done.
No messing about. And it didn't even look like they had a great angle for it.
Yeah. I can imagine what would have happened in the Premier League. check, handball, check, wait, which one? Wait, check, wait, 3 people talking at once. Oh, sorry, wait, which
Sorry,
player?
it's too late.
Which game are you
They've
watching?
already scored now. It's too late, yeah.
Delay.
Sorry.
They like that word.
No, here's a pen.
Man,
We've
stay
played
delayed
for
like
full
the
time.
Elizabeth line.
Why do they need to say delay? Like the play is stopped.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Tell him once, just stop until we tell you
It's
stop.
like they might start it if they don't say delay.
I couldn't believe when I heard the audio for the Akanji goal they gave against Fulham
I
for Man
heard that
City.
one. I heard that one.
When I listened to the audio, I was actually blown away. I was like, this is worse than anything I could have thought.
Swear.
That's
Yeah, do you remember,
Rice is
remember when there were 3
insanely
people
good.
talking over? The referee's like, oh, I need an answer. There's 3
Reece
people
Nelson.
there.
Really?
The best was they go,
I think the first one is a
is it
foul.
blinding vision? Yeah, agreed. Cool. Allow goal to stand? Yeah. I was like, what on earth is going on?
Listen, yeah. Allow goal to stand, yeah.
They were just there, just like, is he in the line of vision? Yeah. Is he impacting him? No. I'm like,
So,
what is happening? By Sevilla sticking it on us. Can we?
First shot of the game for Sevilla.
David Raya.
That's 100% saves. It's just gathering everything.
Wow.
100%.
I'll tell you
predicted
what.
2-0 forever.
Didn't put a foot wrong.
To be fair,
I had 2
2 clear
Someone
goals.
definitely did
Someone
go for
must
it
have.
too.
2 clear goals.
Do you know what? I wasn't
what I
even thinking
said.
about that the whole
2-0.
time.
I
Now
think
I'm
it's Jordan.
pissed.
I think
Although it
it's
should
Jordan.
have been more, really.
It should have been, but
I think it's Jordan.
I forgot. Oh, the bastard.
I think it's Jordan.
Oh, that's pissed me off.
what's that?
Well done, Arsenal. You've ruined my night.
Now we've got a show, we've got a podcast, Forever Arsenal. We do predictions every week. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What did you predict?
3-1.
Okay, 2 clear goals.
3-0.
Oh, that's wound me up.
Got it.
I had
I
2-0.
forgot about that. Stupid.
Although I had 2-0, I got to say we should have scored more than 2 today.
that
should have.
was so comfortable.
It was.
Nice watch. It's just we know. I knew we were winning this game before we even scored the first goal.
Yeah.
We look more relaxed in the Champions League, which is so far
I said
from
that
what-
people asked me. I said we stand a better chance of winning the Champions League than we do with winning the Premier League.
Why do we look so much more
No,
relaxed?
it
Is
gets a lot more
is the Premier League
difficult
Say that
competition?
again?
By their production, can we get the Man United game on?
It gets a lot more difficult than this.
I agree that it does, but I back
Thank
our
you.
team to G themselves up for a one-off game than
Yeah.
for a consistent run of 38 games.
If we can beat Man City, we can beat anyone else.
That's
in Champions
exactly
League, right?
exactly.
Copenhagen, they're sticking it on United right now. Ball into the box, cleared by Varane, it looks like.
They have spells
like
like,
United
this,
are under
Copenhagen. They had spells like this last time. Last time I watched them play, I can't remember who it was against, but
They got
did.
10 men though.
Yeah.
Balder says playing in the highest gear all the time wins you 0 titles. We ran out of gas last season. City managed games and won the treble.
It was an experienced performance tonight. It looked like an experienced performance from maybe not so
Yeah.
experienced players. Like it
Very
looked like men out there in the
I
Champions
think
League
we
game.
should keep it real, though. It was don't get me wrong, it was a good performance.
Yeah.
But honestly, they are not a good team by a long stretch. I would say that they're probably one of the lesser teams we played all season.
But us not winning by 3, 4, 5, 6, I put down to Arteta. Because actually, you've got Vieira there. I feel confident if Vieira starts that game in Havertz's position, we're very likely to score more goals. Obviously, Ødegaard's injured, but if he's there, maybe we score more goals. It is an injury-struck.
They had injuries as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think you pointed out at the
Yeah,
start.
Ramos isn't there.
But that 11 that took the pitch tonight, they were not good.
Oh
Varane.
dear, what was that
No,
from
they were very
Varane?
good. But listen, we had to get the job done.
The
We had to get the
Copenhagen.
job done.
Oh, what's that? Oh no, did really well there.
Oh,
but that-
we're looking at a Danish Kai Havertz.
Oh, it's still in.
He's still in.
It's an assist.
Arsenal Newcastle all over again.
What game? Ball into the
Great
box
ball.
again.
And it,
And it's ball into the Copenhagen! Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
Saeed, we will talk.
But keep doing it. Keep doing it. It should be 5-3. Make it 5-3.
2-0 up as well, man.
Unreal!
And what it was their manager that was saying about the atmosphere, wasn't it?
did, yeah.
Every time that guy talks, he makes it worse for himself. He should just be quiet.
But you know what, right? That was such poor defending, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, shocking. It all starts with the Varane mistake.
That's what I was going to say. The
build-up.
Varane pass. When we started playing the match, Varane, I don't know what he's doing, but
And when the ball falls on the edge, there's no one picking him up. Look how much
it just
space he's got.
bounces
What
off
a
Harry
finish,
Maguire's
by the way.
face.
It was a great finish.
What a
Look at this. It
finish.
just bounces off his face. He's like,
Brilliant.
No, I actually feel for Maguire there because he's just trying to
Who
get
is that
his head
guy? Who's this Rooney who plays for Copenhagen? He'd do a better job than Havertz for us.
That already there. I'm impressed.
Bro, I'm sold. Get him in.
There are so many players we could put in that Kai Havertz position, and
100%.
it's not even like with
will not score that.
It's not even like with Jesus, where it's like, you know what, to get a striker that's better than Jesus, we're gonna have to fork out a lot of money. No, to get any decent Premier League level 8 or 10 could do Kai Havertz's job better than him at this moment.
Can I just say that will put Copenhagen above Man United in the table on 5. United down to 3 points.
United bottom of the table as well.
Yeah,
You're not playing Europa League, man.
but they've got time to salvage it.
But that's all they're worthy of right now, isn't it? Let's be honest. They're not a Champions League team.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think
Yeah.
their fans even know it now, man.
Garnacho on the ball.
I was talking to.
What's that?
I was talking to.
He had 2-0. Oh, the wanker. Did he really?
The worst of the lot.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's ruined my day. Oh, did he really?
Yep. So
At least I like Jordan. Is it
I don't know.
no.
Either or.
Oh, God, no. He's not going to let...
It's what it is,
It's a
man.
bad result. It's a bad night.
Build him up to tear him down. That's what we got to do.
It's passion there for him.
Rooney is a 19-year-old baller. He's a right winger too, says Adam. Is that actually his name? It's Rooney.
Yeah, Rooney.
His first name's Rooney.
Sign him up, man.
Surname.
Sign him up.
Margie. Sounds like.
Swap him for Havertz.
Just giving
Straight swap.
Copenhagen a 65
No money
million
involved.
pounds.
Straight swap. Havertz for Rooney.
You know what's annoying
I'll do
as well?
it.
Because I think you predicted 3-0 and then Lee said that was the score I was gonna go for, but I'm gonna go 2-0. And I think I tried to say go for it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Confirmation there. Lee judges 3 points on Forever Arsenal. That will be at Monday, people. As always, Monday morning, nice and early.
I thought we were doing on tomorrow.
We are, but it comes out Monday morning.
Margie.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Oh shit! I thought it was weekend. Imagine.
You'll get your full reaction to our big win against Sevilla after Burnley.
You know, I'm so used to
Saturday.
it coming out Monday mornings. Yeah, I thought
yeah.
it must be Saturday.
No,
today.
to be fair, on Tactical Insight, I said let's see how we do against Sevilla on the weekend. So,
Yeah.
There's a
was
handball
that
there.
handball?
Yeah, it
It
was.
looked like it.
Oh my word.
I think it might have been just outside.
No doubt Bruno will be haranguing the ref.
Yeah,
He
delay.
is, there he is.
There he goes.
There he is.
Straight away.
He's
think it
come
was
running over.
Is that out of the
He
box?
does have a point though. That was a handball.
It did look a handball. It did look a handball. Question, does the handball have to be in the area or does the player have to be in the area? Because look, players in the area, handball doesn't look like it's in the
It
area.
looks like it
The
hits the
player
Champions League badge though. It looks like it hit the badge, which is on the. There you
It's
go.
on the sleeve, no?
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
So it doesn't count.
No, that's what they
Here
said.
comes
now.
Wan-Bissaka.
I think where it hits the hand has to
That
be
is
in
so
the area.
poor.
That's what I think.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so if my feet are outside the box but I'm leaning in, it hits my arm in the box. It's a pen.
Yeah, yeah.
But if my
Right.
feet are in and I'm leaning out and it hits my arm outside the box, that's not a pen.
Cool, thank you. That's what I need to know.
I think that's what they do.
Yeah.
Almost as if you imagine like a line going up from the line.
Yeah.
We ain't seen
It's
that one from
outside or
VAR
inside.
yet, man. We need them to draw that line.
Yeah, they do. That's like all the semi-automated things.
Leo in the comments asked, does Jordan know we won?
Well, the highlights ain't out yet, so I don't think
true.
so.
Give him 10 minutes and he'll know. I'll never forget Forever Arsenal where he basically told us he's really sorry, couldn't watch the highlights.
They're in again.
Varane's had a shocker these last 10 anyway. He said, I'm really sorry, I couldn't watch the game, but I've seen the goals. But then 5 minutes later he goes, Tierney wasn't good enough for me.
Yeah,
He's got to do more in these games. 4 minutes of
highlight
footage.
package.
I love him.
a
I
tough
actually
crowd.
love Jordan.
Tough crowd.
Oh, they've pinged it. Maguire.
Oh, shit, let's go.
Maguire! He's hit the bar!
Oh my god.
Maguire just tried it.
Giving a foul to
my
Copenhagen.
No, I'm giving
There's
him
a
credit
foul
for the
anyways.
100%.
shot. I can think of one or two of our players that would have shanked.
Give a foul for that.
Nah, it's
No
never a
way.
foul. I think if that gone in, they'd have VAR reviewed it.
I agree.
Robbie
Is that, a
Savage is
penalty on,
fuming.
is that a penalty on Mason Mount? Have a little look here, yeah? Mason Mount goes
No,
down
he
for
falls
what? There's a
over.
kick out. No, there isn't.
He falls over.
They gave a foul.
There's nothing there.
There's some real power in that shot, bro.
Good effort.
It was a great effort.
from
All to no avail.
Harry Maguire.
He always steps up in the clutch moments for United.
Yeah, right.
He should be captain.
CR7 reborn.
I wonder if Rashford been sent off if he's out there finding a nice nightclub to go to tonight.
He's probably there before.
That's why he got sent off,
That's why he got sent off,
reservation
yeah.
at like $8:30.
I'm really torn on that Rashford red, man.
Man's got
I
to get
really
away at the
don't know
Copenhagen
whether-
lounge and that.
No, I didn't. Look, was that a straight red?
I
Though?
don't think
Yeah.
so.
No,
Straight
that's
red.
not straight.
Nah,
I think
there's no way.
do think that is. I do think that is harsh on him. He's trying to get the ball and turn, but then not every foul's deliberate, right? So if
But
you
I
catch
don't
someone
think the-
really badly without meaning it, should it be a red anyway?
Well, that's the thing about Romero's challenge, right? They're saying Tottenham fans' argument is, well, he's won the ball, but it is also reckless. So it's like there is a way he can win that ball without being as reckless. But for Rashford, he's nowhere near it. Like, he's not looking at the player. He's literally trying to shield it with his body, and his foot's also caught his ankle. If it's like halfway up his shin, maybe I understand, because it's like a dangerous.
But with
But he's saying
Romero,
it shouldn't be a red.
I don't think it should be a red.
with Romero, I think he was lucky to stay on the pitch anyway, because when he kicked out, the first one he did, some referees, I'm not saying he should have gone for that, but some referees would have sent him off for that.
Yeah.
They
Raji
said
with
it
a
was
super
petulant.
chat. So pleased for James's prediction came true tonight. Zinchenko was indeed brought to play to play as a central midfielder. Pay up, Robbie. I am about 82-1 now in
That's what I was thinking.
in the little prediction we've got. And listen, you thought it took me a while to pay you, Turkish?
Say that again?
You thought it took me a while to pay you for Arsenal?
Yeah, I don't mind about that. It's got nothing to do
He's
with
going
me.
to be waiting a little bit for that. And then I keep showing him heat maps and average position, saying Zinny is in midfield. Shameless. Is that United View you got on there?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm listening to United View people. If you want to hear some pain, then head over there. Flex just flipped, so rewind it a little bit. KG flipped before Flex. Oh, he's back flipping. KG.
I thought Flex was at the game.
No.
That's good.
Here's
'cause
Garnacho. 50 seconds for United to salvage what would be a crucial point in their hopes
He's going to go.
It's on.
of getting into
Oh,
the
no.
Europa League. But the keeper keeps it.
I was talking
With his shorts
to,
coming down.
talking
Did you
to,
see the ball with that mask on?
It's a slide.
talking to Cams and Harry Pinero yesterday at a little YouTube event. They just sounded like they had no hope in United.
It's
at
done.
all.
Yes, get it.
Wow.
Oh, yes, that's it.
Copenhagen get the big win.
What a great night of
And they
Champions League football
go,
it's
they
been.
don't just go above Manchester United, they go above Galatasaray to second in the table, Copenhagen, and give themselves a real fighting chance. Bayern Munich on 12, Copenhagen on 4, Galatasaray on 4, Man United on 3. 3 defeats in the Champions League so far. Their next game, Galatasaray away, before Bayern Munich at
That's
home.
Garnacho crying on the ground like they're out of the World Cup.
Garnacho's crying.
What's the game, man?
Maybe he missed.
You know that.
missed a
You
big
know my
chance or
thoughts
something
on
like
that already.
Maybe missed
I
a big
really
chance.
hate that.
They have it all to El Yunusi. Is that former? Who did El Yunusi play?
El
for?
Yunusi was Southampton.
Was it?
Southampton.
Yeah. Just want to say Aston Villa, but
Is it the same El Yunusi?
Do you know what? That's a
I
good
think
question.
he
I think
might be
I think
a
he's
Villa
got a brother. Let's have a look.
What a win for Copenhagen, but more importantly, what a win for Arsenal. A reminder that our win leaves us top of Group B, on the brink of qualification, not just of qualification, but of qualifying first. PSV second on 5, Lens third on 5, Sevilla fourth on 2, and it's Lens at home next. Man United have lost in Copenhagen, and look, it's one thing dropping into the Europa League at the moment. They've got a lot of work just to get there. But listen, it's all happening.
I actually hope they do drop into Europa League rather than get knocked out completely,
I agree.
because that will make their season even harder. So,
Who was on crutches?
There's nothing to worry about.
it's not about. I just want them to fail as much as possible. It's not doing Demi.
So why don't you want them to just go out completely? Then?
Because they'll have more games with a depleted squad, so they'll drop even further and further down the Premier League.
Fair enough.
I agree.
Everyone, you've been fantastic in the comments as well. Thank you so much for your support. Amazing to hear from Frank, as always. You lot are sending in some weird comments anyway. As I just said, you were all brilliant. Let's round it off there. Big thank you to everyone. Download the AFTV Plus app because we want to hear from you on the full-time show. You download it, it's so easy to do on iPhone, on Android, whatever it might be, and with a click of a button, you are live in our green room, backstage, virtual green room, to chat to us and give your thoughts after a big win for Arsenal, and hopefully a much, much better week than the last. It certainly started well. Thank you to everyone. You'll hear everyone's fan cams outside the ground, and of course, everyone's thoughts on full time. So catch you all in a bit.